that first overall pick, typically you're setting yourself up or you're removing objects in the 2-3 turn that you don't want to see your first overall pick play.
It's very true. Also have to keep that last pick in consideration. What do you want to play? Well, Tribe Gaming have that first pick. They're going to be getting rid of Tara. Interestingly, they just don't want to play it. They don't want to be forced to play this as a first pick. Pretty interesting thought there. We'll see also, of course, M's banned by Team Electros. It's just this must play if it's available. It had a 100% win rate. That's absolutely insane. Was that in your notes, Kenny? Because it wasn't in mine.
Nope. Once again, 8-bit last round. Kit this time is an assassin of choice that I did not anticipate. Something like a Poco mid has been more traditional here. Janet, I'm curious what they pair this with because Kit naturally doesn't show up a ton of this map. Sandy was one that I was curious if they were going to pull the trigger on because sometimes you'll see teams go Crow and then it grants them immediate vision every time you pop that Sandstorm. It seems like that's something T are not worried about.
Hold on.
Okay. And I feel like the response to Kit, there are a few ways to do it. It's not always exactly clear. You want to have close range capabilities. You need to also like have someone that does a bunch of DPS in case he latches on to someone else. In Double Swoosh, you do have 3 lanes to play, so there's not really a whole lot of flexibility. This is going to be
it is. I was setting everything up. Don't you worry.
Fragrance is good. If Kit
what's good? Phoenix, how are you? Kaden, how are you?
Put on that next attack.
It's good, Blue. How are you?
Doesn't it do like
what's my favorite team? I want to see KDS do well, but
you can also toss the hot dog.
I wouldn't mind
by the Kit too.
Anyone really. I just want to see NA do well
because
in the global
if you're
scene.
The left-hand side and you're looking at this, you can either beef up.
Let's get everyone welcome. Let's see draft.
Aggro. Something like a Chester would be a unique one if you just wanted to shut down the Kit. Kit's mainly
so what? They first did Crow on Double Swoosh.
The vision, and then obviously
Kit
can pounce on an enemy.
Sandy,
now they picked Doug, though, like you alluded to. That's significantly more difficult.
Wow.
They just doubled down on this as well.
I had the same reaction.
Wow.
Luca, what's good? Brawlstar, how are you? Evoki, how are you?
Enemy too, if he needs to get a takeaway.
Doing well. What's good?
Insanely unorthodox.
Luca, thank you for the heartbeat, bro.
Tribe Gaming that have been around for a long time that are
you wanted loud. Well, I wanted Eternal.
This is one that I never would have predicted.
We all know how
Otis is wide open. Like something standard is totally possible in.
Okay, sounds good, Phoenix.
Here, Shelly could be incredible against both Doug and against Daryl.
Can you join? What you mean?
Up the map and maybe hurting your teammates just a
you
little
thought
bit.
Eternal? They did.
Kit gets his super for free. Sandy's bound to get something. Shelly's an excellent
call
up
because you're
Luffy's
been in Tribe. They've been playing together for a long time.
Daryl and the Doug. Not an excellent matchup against the Crow, but guess what? You're going to be staying far away from that. Crow's going to probably
nice. You finished your 15-page essay.
Well, actually, you could play mid here. Honestly, with a Doug in the mix, I begin to question everything I know about Brawl Stars. Let's be fair.
Yeah,
that seems right.
Unique. I mean,
they have like no range.
Win this
is just so interesting. Crow's the only one with range here.
I mean, the
Shelly,
opening of their draft, it's a
Gene?
2-3 turn. They didn't even try to hide it. They telegraphed it. They told Tribe Gaming straight to their faces what they wanted. We'll have to see if these Wizards know what they're doing in the draft. It has to perform on the field ultimately. Tribe Gaming doubling down on these tanky options. Shotgun Brawler for RBM on that left-hand side. He's the main man in North America on those tanks. Luffy in the middle of the map, assisted by Diego Gamer. Wow, the Shotgun Brawler immediately eradicated.
Yeah, RBM towards mid will claim a life, but not those gems
once Snowy starts cycling some hyper, some supers.
And just like that, he mapped it out, knew what to go for, popped that Sandstorm down,
super.
And here comes the resurrection. RBM back up for more, looks for one, knows that he's not going to get two, but gets a little bit of damage in anyway. Doan in close range will eradicate yet another, but Luffy is trying to hold on to the control.
Martin, thank you for the 10 roses. Saucy, thank you for the heartbeat.
Okay,
what's good?
You're a trigger happy, bro. Just thought that RBM was going to be a little bit faster. The resurrection on the right side once more. Diego Gamer is back up and running again, but it's not really helping the team.
I think the fact that Memon even got a trade there is wild, but Diego Gamer immediately just walks him down. Dolan gets a kill, slides out, low HP. Gonna be trickling down to that Crow damage, but will escape. Memon unfortunately has to grab a gem there as well, so now they're dispersed between teammates. Tribe Gaming with all this grass and vision gets a little trickier for them, but I think if they just play as a full team, they're gonna be just fine.
Here's a speed in the brief unit.
Luffy holding on to a lot of gems
super,
here.
Then claims one life, and now
but
TE are all up
right now, Team Electros is taking a lot of position.
Well,
they have full positioning on Tribe right now. They are stuck in zone. Luffy does have Hypercharge to get them out. I'm surprised he hasn't popped it yet. Why didn't Luffy? Did they not team wipe there if Luffy popped Hypercharge? I think that was low-key a misplay.
The supers are being fed to Snowy as well. Tribe Gaming can buy their time just a little bit here. before they move in. Team Electros
is he
are about
holding
to
it for
start this
next
countdown,
game?
and they have all the space in the world.
Outside of Shelly, the paper matchups
he's
are
the
fine,
pro.
but they are super
I'm not.
fierce. It's way
Like,
too
he knows
easy
what
for
he's
Team
doing.
Electros to feed off of this. And now Memon can just be a full-on
Right now, it
bodyguard.
seems a
Tribe
little bit
Gaming
scary.
have no mobility. If RBM doesn't have a super, it's going to be left to Luffy just popping a super here. That's exactly
But like,
what he
it's
does.
not good to
Perfect
use it
button
even
goes down.
now.
With 7 stars on his noggin, he's going to have to
Oh my
dive in. A
gosh.
few
What
gems
happened?
being
What
exchanged
happened?
to
What
TE,
happened? What happened?
make light work
Kellen,
of
thank you
that.
for the
He was
follow.
back and forth the whole way, but as that progressed,
Ryan,
it
thank you
really
for the
felt like
follow.
TE were clawing
Day's
their
been
way
good. Day's
back
been
and
going
just
well.
having a huge
Saucy, thank
vice
you for
grip on
asking.
the middle.
Guys, was that a misplay?
Yeah,
Was
two
should he have
tanks
popped
into
hypercharge?
Sandy. What
I
are
feel like
you
he
going to
totally
do
should have
about
popped
the
hypercharge.
Sandy?
They
Well,
would have
they're gonna
totally
be
won the
feeding it
interaction.
one super after the next, and they weren't even
Thank you for the
like
heart mean to
so,
go popular.
they weren't even trying
Nah,
to avoid it
definitely
because
not. Dryon,
it's
I just
honestly
think
a
that, I
waste
mean, they're
of
under a lot of
effort
pressure,
to,
but like, come on.
make any sort of attempt at that.
All
Team
good, Luka.
Electros were getting Sandy supers every 5 hits. RBM is being a bit more conservative
Rooting for
about
Tribe
this.
here,
Look at
fair.
Diego Gamer, the way he advances into the right side.
Yeah, I know.
But
I know
any
why.
sort of stun leaves an open opportunity for Snoy to go and grab a few shots. Just one more gets him his super, and there it is. The first bit of control for Team Electros on mid, but they only have one brawler left, so they're gonna have to play this cautiously.
Oh, rather than play the mid, Doan just gets up right in the face. Has had an extra life as well. Great reactions out of RBM.
See if Memon can make a play up right side. They got to be wary of this Crow. I mean, this Kit. Crow's marking. Gets the mark on him before he gets over, so Diego Gamer's wary of it.
Stay aggressive. It's a good thing. Doan, though, has a hypercharge available. Pops right out.
Oh my gosh, what a dog super.
Dominant so far in this game. They're just not relenting any position.
Team Electros may be a little too caffeinated right now because they're trigger happy
Wow.
on a couple of abilities that I saw so far. It was
Great
the
control from
Shelly
Tribe now.
super most recently.
Is he able to get the kill?
Gosh,
Now they get the 2 gems, and they're able to start countdown. Luffy pops hypercharge now. Secures the kill.
Will assist Doan in getting forward, gets in that
And
speed,
gets a mark
but
on
doesn't
Doan.
really want to move
Very
past
nice.
RBM so hastily.
Alright, this
We'll
should be
see a kill
secured.
from RBM,
Kit
make it
can't really
2.
do anything
Memon
here.
now looking for the stun onto Diego
Yep, that's
Gamer,
wraps.
but a plain old hypercharge super to the
Okay.
sky from Diego Gamer.
Much cleaner,
interrupts
much
your
cleaner.
winning streak. Tribe Gaming get their game.
Mutt, thank you for the follow.
Will
Mistake, thank you for the
stall out
follow.
the second set.
Ghost, thank you for the follow. I
Looks like
appreciate
it's
you
gonna be a
guys.
Steamroll for Team Electros, if I'm being honest.
Hi, Desi, how are you?
Now we've come to a
W Doug, W
Completely
Doug.
different outcome.
Way
in game
cleaner,
number
yeah, way
2,
cleaner.
And I think you saw the
You don't understand the
exposure
Shelly?
of
Bro,
some
the Shelly
that
just stopped the
really
Daryl
worked.
and
In the
the
draft, these are unique
and
brawlers,
the
but very
Doug.
targeted at dealing with that kit.
Shelly's
it almost
good into
feels
both
like
of
Team
them.
Electros' comp got exposed for possibly being too cute there. Obviously, they won the first game, but you know, and the second one,
Morris.
it didn't go
How
their
are
way.
you, bro?
Tribe now have had
Andre,
a
thank
game
you for the
of
follow.
adjustments. This could be over for TE. It's going to require a lot of hard work and
Yes,
great
sir,
skill
Frankie.
to come out of this on top.
No, they don't really want to
Yeah,
kill
let's lock
Diego
into the
Gamer.
game.
Oh, Snoy once again just too
my gosh,
early. They got to slow down a little bit, and maybe that's mentality from
Diego
Tribe
Gamer
Gaming.
keeps
Bring things
getting
back to
these,
their pace.
supers
That was
back
not
to
the
back.
intended
Oh my
target.
gosh,
They
they
really
did
wanted to get upon the
RBM gets a good kill, but
nearly
alright, Luffy holding on
resurrecting
to 4
enemy.
gems. They have a 4-gem lead.
I'll say it again, trigger happy. Too many
They're gonna be able
times
to get
anticipating
that. Can
things
Luffy get
too
the close
early.
gem? He does.
As a
He picks
result,
up.
Team Electros only have
Snoy's
one
probably
gem
gonna
so
grab that
far.
one.
They can get another, just need to be aware of where RBM is. That's the
RBM
stun
just
they
sends
wanted
it.
onto
Gonna
RBM.
die.
Free super for
Oh, no.
Doan, but not soon enough. RBM escaped with his life only narrowly, gets that gem back into possession of Luffy. But as has been the issue for the entire set so far, Tribe Gaming are feeding so many Doug hypercharges as well as Team Electros' Sandy Supers.
Oh,
Somehow
hypercharge
Team
from
Electros
Kit
still
is
in
just
this
gonna
game.
take
Dive
all
into
the
the other side,
gems.
take all the
They
gems. They've
wipe.
been sacked. Team Electros with a high.
Tyha, thank you for the follow.
Just has to hold back though. The
Kylie,
aggressive
thank you for sharing
brawler
live.
can no longer be
The
that,
kill?
so you're gonna have to drop a hyper
Migraine, how are
charge
you? How are you?
and
How are you?
skating
My
up
bad,
the
my bad.
map. All the invisibility, providing coverage for Team
Hunter
Electros.
and
The
back
butt
on peak,
blast
yes,
goes
sir.
down. Luffy dives in. TE.
It's okay, they got one more
gets
game.
the
They got one more game,
elimination,
guys.
And
They got one more
somehow the Kit on double swoosh is a winner. Unreal from
Wait,
the
is that
Youngbloods.
set?
That is the face of someone who kind of can't believe.
Oh
that
yeah, they
he's
won the
beating
first one. Oh
the
my
Tribe
gosh, it's
Gaming
over for
right
them.
now.
Wow,
They
that's
have
crazy.
that confidence,
actually
that
crazy.
swagger, and also just like
Tribe's
the
got a
experience
lock
by this
in,
point to
bro.
know that
I picked them
they
to
really
win.
can't take anyone here, but man, that's a contagious smile right there from Snoy.
See
Because
the
you
new
heard in the
season
interview,
cosmetics
they,
and
like,
cyber
didn't know
sports
they were
cosmetics
this
change. I have.
good.
I wait, that was in the
They
Brawl
showed
Talk,
up in
right? If
one
it was in the
match
Brawl Talk,
arenas,
I
they
saw
know
it.
that they've
That's what
beaten
you're
some
talking
top
about. The skins
teams
look sick.
when the top team swore
I'm not.
that they
I don't really
weren't
care
getting
more about the
100%,
skins,
but
but what they're
secretly
like really
were,
bringing to the
and
game
now they're
overall.
one set off of the grand
And
finals.
what they're
And we
bringing
mentioned
to
it
the game
before,
overall
they
looks
have won against
fantastic.
Tribe before in a match in Reno, so maybe even Tribe didn't
We
really
have
feel
4
like
out of 7
this is an
predictions.
opponent
That's
they
pretty
have
good
to
still,
take
though.
serious. Match in Reno is
Loreni, how are
something
you?
completely different.
Pixel
Scrims
Pilot,
as
thank you for
well
the follow.
from an
W
actual
update for real, yes,
final.
sir.
And they're surprised.
Okay, send it
by
it to, yeah, send it to me on Discord, my turn. Let's take a look at that.
Not too much, honestly. I looked at their scrim results. I saw
They're going
what
to be
happened in
removed.
EMEA.
Yeah,
with
they are.
Destiny,
Yeah, I'm gonna
and
buy
I
some.
actually put them down as
Maybe
my
I'll buy
winners
some now.
overall
We'll see.
of today in my event website predictions. By the way, if you haven't looked in your predictions yet, eventtheprocess.com.
good, Brawley.
Some time. RBM and Luffy here on the most kills. But once again,
Cordero
it's not about
sold.
kills.
Yeah, I mean, I
Objective
feel
is
like they
to
would
pick
have
up
won
those
the
gems,
first
and
game
Tribe
if
really fought hard.
Crow
Once again, a very close battle.
hypercharged.
Tribe
And
just
then
came short.
second game was clean.
I can't wait for pro players.
So they
to break
definitely
down what we
messed
just
that up. They
saw,
sold
because
that game.
I want to know what the
throughout-
influence of the kit
through
was. It's something
themselves.
that I really haven't seen scrimmed anywhere, and as somebody that's
Or sold
watched
that set,
some
I
very
guess.
talented players in this region go at it for a little bit.
Back when
here,
Poco and Hot Zone
never
are
on
one.
my
Yeah,
radar.
but Poco's
one
not right
time
now
have
in
I
this
seen
meta.
that,
Poco's
and
not
it
even
still
bad.
made it work, despite how scrappy of a set that was.
Like they were
I think
pairing
Team
Poco with
Electros are
Lou.
Pretty darn happy that they got away with that there. Tribe Gaming got to pick
And
themselves.
I mean,
And I think
that's
Kenny, you put it
just
perfectly
pretty
before. You said
OP
Team
right
Electros,
now
they
apparently.
grew up with Brawl Stars
Okay, how are you?
in the draft era. They never had a different Brawl Stars in their hands.
How
And
did Poco
they're
get
quite
so good all of a
literally
sudden?
Brawl
Because
Stars
his
kids that now
supercharge rate
grown
went down
into
from
age
5 hits to
finally
4 hits.
16 to compete in the
Brawl
monthly
Stars
finals.
So he can change supers like
And
no
this
other.
Brawl Stars school has taught them just how to play super aggressively.
Top
They don't
15
really
right now?
have
Yeah,
a
I would
care
say
in the
so,
world,
actually.
going in super aggressively again and again.
Definitely in the top
bringing
15 though,
us
not
some
top
new
10. I would
ideas in the
say
draft
somewhere in
as
that
well
top
with this
15.
kid you mentioned.
Like within
And
that
that's
10
exactly
to
how you
15
win in 2026.
When the prime
Alright,
years
so
of
this
your
first
life
pick,
are spent mashing the
Spike on
buttons and
pin-
picking the
pin
correct
hole punt.
brawlers,
Best choice.
yes,
See what they respond
as
with.
the best preparation for competitive Brawl Stars. Let's break down this draft so far, Kenny. You see Team Electros with the first selection of Spike. I believe this is the second time that they've first selected Spike.
I haven't
here,
seen like
just,
Carl like at all.
saw it a moment ago. And it's the correct selection, I think. Now, in terms of responding to the Spike,
What are they gonna
something
go?
like
I'm so
a
curious.
Metal
Frank?
Refs, I think, has been a popular response to
Interesting.
it because you can block those spikes pretty well. You
What,
can
like-
also break down some of the walls, get up close and personal. That's for a different purpose, of course. If you
What
want
if we see a Glober?
bring in some
What if we
anti-thrower
see a
action.
Glober? Do I support SK?
I
I
think
don't have
this
any
map
hate
is
against
really
SK.
interesting because you have
Poco is
to be
also
ready
meta,
to
yeah,
go
facts. Poco is
anti-tank
meta.
slash aggro off the rip, and that's why Spike is going to be such a popular first overall pick.
Dude,
here,
Carl's
especially in
usually
this
so
situation.
consistent
I think
in the
a lot
meta
of pro
too.
players would have
Dog,
made
it's
the
so weird.
exact same move. So now that they've established that, they could be a little more.
Who you think
flexible
winning?
with
I
the
would say
4-5
Tribe,
turn.
like,
If you're Tribe
dude,
Gaming
not-
though, if
not
you're willing to
fan,
pick Frank this
friendly.
early, you
Yellow,
have to be
thank you
able
for
to
the
back it up.
follow.
So stripping something like an Otis away from Team Electros,
Farada,
I think
how are
is a
you?
good call.
Justine, how are you?
I kind of saw that Otis on the other side. Honestly, you have to pick something.
Wouldn't be
to
surprised
address
if
this
Tribe
range.
goes
Now, yes, you already have
0-3.
to Spike, and
Nah, have some hope
honestly,
in them.
Tribe Gaming, we've seen it in the
Have some hope in
quarterfinals.
them.
They had Spike banned out in every
Exactly, thank you for the follow.
map they played. Now finally left open. Team Electros is gonna
Copy head, thank you for the
immediately
follow
pick
as well.
him up. It's a super good brawler in a map like this one where
Sprout
it's
is
all
good here
about
or no,
holding
no?
onto mid control. Mina will be
Sprout
one
in
of the
general
players
is
that
not
I kinda
good
expect
on
to
Brawl
come in
Ball.
here as
Like
she's
I would
not
not
banned
go
out, and
Sprout
she
on
is
Brawl Ball. There's too
usually
many assassins
acting
aggro
for
that
the
will
second
just
time for
absolutely
Team
make your
Electros.
life
They're a
miserable.
huge fan of this
So
ball.
I would just avoid
They
doing
like
that.
it. They love the speed. Is
Most
really the big thing. They
throwers-
like how it can enable a tank, and I think that's what they
Aside
have in
from
their mind, because
Willow,
look at what they banned.
Larry, Lori,
Got rid of that Shelly. That's one of the
Dynamite,
most popular last picks because it can be countered in a pretty straightforward way. if
Juju
you go
are
with
gonna
it
work
too
on Brawl Ball.
early.
Like
So
that's
the next
it. That's
selection
the
is
only
something
ones that are gonna work on
synergizes
Brawl Ball.
with
Like
the
Tick,
Max. You wouldn't just pick
your
it
ass
by
gonna
itself.
get jumped
Also
on by a
pretty decent for
Mortis.
scouting the mid.
Grom, your ass
Probably
gonna
going
get
to be
jumped on
bringing
by
up
a
some vision
Mortis.
here.
Like
Mo's
even
gonna be
Dynamite,
well
Dynamite
equipped for that
actually
as
has
well. So
Brawl Ball
now you know
utility.
that you can take this
Dynabomb
Mo, you can
counters
super
a
to the
ton of
other
other
side.
Brawl
There's not going to be a
brawlers.
Shelly waiting for you on the other end.
Mo is one I was kind of looking out for there. I think just the ability to have
Yeah,
such
let's
a
lock back in on
goal-scoring
this.
opportunity, and now you're empowered by the super speed. It also does insane damage. I mean, Mo and Spikes are similar shots, same brother, different mother maybe, but nonetheless, it's just a good overall composition here. So now I think this gives Tribe Gaming something to think about. They can play
Man.
Otis mid as a flex, but into something like Max, it could be really pesky to
Charlie.
deal with. Spawners seem to be their
Interesting.
solution. So Charlie with a cocoon is going to be able to put a screeching halt to Max speeds, to Mo's dashing in your face. I think this is a really creative solution. It wasn't at the top of my mind, but I totally see where Tribe Gaming are coming from.
I agree.
These guys are
Charlie's
just
definitely a
creative
good
with the
option.
draft.
Sure, can deal with
Good
those
pick with
aggro
Charlie.
bowlers on the other side. Kind of was expecting
Tank or
Crow
support
to do
into this?
just that, but Charlie
I
works
guess
well for
technically
that
a
too.
bit of a more
Tribe
support
now
route.
finally needs to win
Switches
a
with
set, so
Diego
we
Gamer.
finally have a
Diego
match.
Gamer running
We
the
do want to
Charlie.
mention though, again, Tribe
But if
hasn't
they use
lost a
Meeple?
single set in the monthly qualifiers
let me see
and
the
in their
comp again.
quarterfinals
I don't know
today,
if
so
Meeple would've
Team
been good.
Electros is the first team to even take a set off of them this month.
Oh, actually,
Hopefully Tribe are just
maybe.
getting their losses out
Could've
of the
been
way
okay.
here. there, and they'll be coming back stronger because I feel like Team Electros are really showing them up here. And look at this, they already have mid control.
But they really wanted to stop that Mo right there, because that Mo's going to get super feed off the Frank.
Not quite yet ready for that
Diego,
pass.
oh no,
Diego
it just looks like they're walked down.
no
Nah, guys, Electros is walking them. Tribe's getting diffed.
to get a goal for Team Electros with
Tribe is getting
25
diffed.
seconds.
Unbelievable stuff. I mean, just making light work of a monster in Tribe Gaming. Doan on the left-hand side was able to engage early. The faster you can charge up that super, the better. And they were very aware Diego Gamer is the one with the cocoon. All they have to do is stop him now.
Oh my, it's too much pressure, bro.
On the right-hand side, a cutoff from the
oh my, what is he shooting at Diego?
He might be feeling dangerous here. Has a super in the back
it's over.
pocket. Now a dive in from
oh my,
Doan.
Frank, save it.
For the hypercharge
nice.
just for the ball. It's 64 HP. Will keep Tribe Gaming alive in this game number 1.
Could have gone either way, really. 64
oh,
HP. I
good
might
guess
as
by
well
him
be
then,
0.
bro.
Just
He's just gonna walk down Diego Gamer.
There. Team Electros.
It just
now
seems
have
like Team
scored big
Electros
once again.
is
Looked like an
on a different
there
one right
from
now.
Diego Gamer. Didn't really expect to be run up on so quickly. He's respawned now, but he has to take the place of a weakened Luffy. On the right side, RBM slowed down, pummeled with even more damage. Does get that withdraw onto RBM, and of course RBM falls there. Team Electros now assembling once more. Luffy sneaking around with a super on the right side.
Nice
He's
tap by
from his
Luffy.
team needs to connect with RBM in mid, ideally for a pinch versus Snoy. But Snoy's too wise about this position. Eventually it does get pinched.
Thank you for the
Really
fall,
have the
Simon.
support from Memon at mid. RBM attempts to get the kill, but it's no
Can
good
they-
for
can they
now.
answer?
But finally it looks
Otis
like RBM
hypercharge.
might
Does
have
not
some
have super.
position here.
Doing a little bit of damage. Trace is doing.
All
Alright, RBM hypercharges. This should be an easy goal, guaranteed goal. They walk it in. Okay, Tribe's got a chance on this one.
Frank just
Lock in, lock in.
those situations
2
where he's
hypercharges,
out
though.
with the goal, he can just walk it in, but TE have plenty of utility in their back pocket. Purple buttons going down for them.
Oh my gosh, yeah, purple buttons everywhere. Okay, hold on. They're holding.
Luffy's hands kicks it over the left-hand side, but it will fall
Nice.
into red arms.
Almost.
Diego Gamer staying alive, crucial.
Dodge it,
because now this is
Luffy.
back in Tribe side.
We're not dodging that.
Snoy gets to move forward. He has
play
possession of
life.
the bushes and the super. He was only one shot off. Blocks off RBM entirely. About to be a lot more terrain for Team Electros to work with and not as many walls for Tribe Gaming to hide behind, especially RBM. Here comes the countdown. Only a few seconds till the walls break, and the hypercharge super is out. Snowy has the super, but there's nowhere to really pass it to. Back over to Memon.
No,
oh my
nice.
goodness, an attempt and a hasty one at that to get it into the goal. It could have if it weren't blocked by Diego Gamer. Now
Oh
it's
my,
possession
here comes
for
the
Tribe
hypercharge from
Gaming.
Mo.
Doan has yet another super, but the ball finds itself in the
You
clutches
can't
of
get
Diego
RBM.
Gamer.
RBM's gonna walk you down.
Fully distracted
Bang,
with
bang.
the little
He
ref
misses
in the
it.
bottom right
Oh
of
my
his
gosh.
screen. Now Snowy lobbing up shots from the long range. Needle grenades going down. As Max in the standstill. Regenerate. Waiting for the teammate here. Hypercharge
He gets
super
rid of
being
the
popped.
cactus.
RBM can't cling onto any of the enemies. It's going to be a hammer hit, but
Oh
not
my
enough.
goodness.
The giant underground rat is able to move his way up the map, but the cocoon will buy him some time.
Snowy, hypercharge active, hangs on just by a thread.
They're
has
all
a super
so
at his
low.
disposal as well. The pass back up to Snowy, but he has to go retrieve it. Really want to get this one down the field. Pass up to Doan would be ideal. Now he has a super.
Oh my,
Pass
Doan,
again,
another
gets it in the
hyper.
goal.
It's over.
Bang for Team Electros
Bro.
to go to match point. What a daisy chain down the field. What team play.
What was that
Despite being in a
Rafiki?
situation where Tribe Gaming felt like they were able to punch one through.
What?
It's Team Electros shot.
What was that?
Just no matter the situation, this squad has
Eli, thank you for
found
the
a way.
follow.
It has been
Part-time,
solid.
thank you for the
This
follow.
reminds me a
Fervor,
lot
thank you for
of
the
match
follow.
that we saw in SA.
Akron,
Just
thank you for the
saw
follow.
every
Part-time
single
CRK,
time
thank you
it
for the
wasn't
follow.
perfect, but you just had
Did
to
you guys
find a
just
way
see
to
that?
amidst
Yeah,
the
Mo
chaos.
Hyper's
That's
broke,
exactly
but
what
did you
they
see what they did?
They feel unfazed. It doesn't feel like
Could
the
they
nerves
put
have
that
gotten
there?
to them at all.
JD, thank you
Now
for the
Tribe
follow.
Gaming on their final life, just
Misalignment,
one
thank you for the
away from
follow.
going down.
Iffy, thank you for the follow. Appreciate you guys.
He hasn't cleared out the
Desi,
left
thank you
lane
for the
like
Harvey.
he has in the
2017, thank you for the
past.
Harvey. Go popular.
Leafy is there to pinch
Alright,
out
can
Snoy.
Tribe
Looks
clean
like
this
it's
up,
going to
chat?
ring true, but that nice super from Snoy blocks the attempt at a push in from Tribe Gaming. Tribe have to be so
you know how you-
nervous
Can I
right
give you
now.
the best
They're
egg
only
build?
one
It
game away
actually
from
depends on
dropping out
who
of
you're
the
playing
monthly
against and
finals.
what map you're on.
The semifinal versus these new
So you
faces
really
in
wanna
Team
have a lot of
Electros. They're waiting for
They're
Team
both
Electros
sharp power, yeah,
to
just-
make the first move. They already went in with the speed. They've lost one of their number. They kind of have no choice but to move forward. An attempt at a super really falls flat. Doan is still going to be getting some serious damage onto RBM,
You got
but
50
RBM
kills
is
the other
able
day,
to throw
W.
this ball away.
Luffy gets a kill.
He's able to keep Team Electros away from the goal.
Congratulations.
Great punt out of Frank there. Gives Tribe the extra legs to now move forward. Cut off on the left-hand side as Snowy stays alive due to the life plant hypercharge super here. They're definitely intending to use it. Now a march forward.
for the follow,
Button
Noah.
available for Snowy. Dribbling.
Oh
executing,
my,
now
dude,
diving
he's
down.
hypercharged.
Just off the
It's
mark
so,
a
dude,
little
the Mo
bit.
hypercharge,
Gets
he's
stuck with the
feeding
Charlie
it.
spawner as
Or he's
well.
getting it so much
Life plant there to
MMM,
keep
is
Snowy
able to
afloat.
help him charge
A
it.
little bit of body blocking there. This could be a cheeky attempt at a goal. Instead, though, it's
That's
going to be
it.
Memon
Oh,
trying to
good
punch
hold,
one
good
through.
hold.
Luffy
You guys still
on
gotta
the
get to
line,
that.
Trying to stop it, bouncing up and down as
Nice, there
RBM
goes
will
RBM,
finally
grabs
cling
the
to
ball,
it.
is gonna get
They
it
dump
right.
on this right-hand side.
RBM, where does he really have to go? Doesn't want to feed the super to Doan because he knows that could be a super. On the left side, Snoy blocks the mute.
Oh my gosh, it's a
huge
struggle
waste
game.
of a super, and look how low Tribe Gaming are. RBM, of course, is in possession of the ball.
Guys, Tribe's gonna get 3-0 by
That would
T.
be their ticket to a goal. That doesn't ring true for now. Team Electros are gradually falling back at mid. Memon on his last bit of HP. Doan makes a huge breakaway forward, but Memon still cannot get this ball over to him. Broken
Just to
walls
get the kill, off
do
to break
not
the whole...
spell victory here for Tribe Gaming. A shot from midfield could secure it for Team Electros.
The Mo pick really showing why it had some value here. Full defense, though. It's going to be a box on the top left-hand side. They're castling that ball as Snoy.
Okay, here we go.
Fully executing defense as overtime starts to collapse.
Nice, good kill. This is it. No, they got it. They got it. Go. Super it. Everything.
Punches one
Do not.
With 5 seconds to go. Even with a max super, not enough time for Team Electros to respond. NA's Giants still remain.
They've finally been interrupted for a moment. They'll have to take a breath and consider what went wrong.
They need to lock in, win this game, and take this to a set 4.
And what level they're really playing at. Doesn't seem like they're really phased. No reaction change for pretty much the entire match.
Tribe
so
getting cooked by
sit
T.
down,
They lock in.
like any other day. Pretend it's just a Saturday morning. Matt Chirino versus Tribe Gaming. But now you're on the big stage. Have to wonder whether they're feeling the pressure just yet, because it doesn't really look like they are.
Pull by RBM.
It's going to be a snag onto Doin. Excellently aimed super from RBM. Tribe Gaming moving up the field, unlike how they've played in the previous games.
RBM, ooh, I feel like maybe have an opportunity. No, they're patient.
What?
Oh, that is devastating, but it's a mistake. They get too greedy. RBM now has to punch this one up. It's an ugly pass over. Diego Gamer still punches
things like that is why we not winning games, bro.
A little cheeky, though. I think
what are we doing?
Goal, but one missed pass could have been devastating. That could have cost them for sure.
Yeah, not pretty. Team Electros totally could have recovered that if they'd expected such mistakes.
Oh, what a nasty pull!
Trying to make a solo play.
RBM, what he do? He's hitting these nasty pulls, though.
And no one to defend it. Tribe Gaming finally get a foot.
Let's go! Okay, we get to go to a set 4. Finally, we get some content.
They won 5
Beautiful
sets in a row. And they'll finally take
W.
This is officially a fight. Team Electros have now
Officially
been punched in the mouth, so at least they're looking a little more alive. Can't just go on autopilot anymore. This is a huge thing in sports psychology.
Richard, thank you for the follow.
A lot of pro athletes, especially ones in basketball,
all right,
or
guys,
sports
what's the next set?
To win a championship, similar
set
to a monthly
4.
final structure, winning the last one is often seen as
yeah, their
the
mental
hardest.
is cooked, but
It
that
is the
gave them
first
a
time
little bit of a
Electros
momentum boost.
really have had that pressure
Maybe that
on
can get
them.
them ready for this
Against
next
Tribe
game,
Gaming.
locked
The
in
roster of last
to
year
tie
that
this thing up
dominating
2-2.
This region, it felt like every single month, all grand finals for
Like,
them,
what is it?
it would be abnormal. It would be
RBM.
insane if in the opener of 2026,
Just walk it
Tribe
in.
Gaming were
Just
somehow
gotta walk
stopped.
it in.
I'm sure Team Electros feel that. You could see a little jitters. Even Tribe Gaming were making mistakes. But nonetheless, still alive, still well, and Tribe Gaming have given themselves a chance.
Tribe Gaming
Yeah, they can come
finally
back. They
woke
can come
up,
back.
but honestly, I
They
feel
should have
like
won
I'm
Sprout.
watching an East
Absolutely
Asian team
not.
with the discipline
Absolutely
of a
not.
seasoned
Not into a
EMEA team.
bonus max.
This does not look like a team.
That's
of
gotta
rookies
be rage
at
bait.
all on the other side. This set just as well.
W Frank,
Team
W
Electros
Frank.
looked super
Yo,
strong.
14
Tribe
kills for
Gaming is
RBM.
finally,
Cracked.
doing something against it. RBM, star player before already.
Your
now
first
looking
wrong
barely
predict?
strong on
I
as well.
predicted
But
for
yeah,
Tribe.
on the other
I've
side,
gotten them right
I
so
don't
far.
see, NA player usually with this movement, and we finally have no 3-0. We finally have a match in our hands already.
Yeah, finally
I'm
not
gonna
a
grab my
sweep.
popcorn over here. I'm ready for the next set.
I'm ready to get on with set 4
Eating
as
popcorn,
well,
huh?
because I've been waiting to see this win streak be interrupted. I really thought it could be ended quickly. We were looking at a match point also. Really scary there. Maybe a new era could have come in for Team Electric.
Yeah, you just take that off. No, you do your thing.
We'll do the hard work.
Cheers.
Yeah. Fair enough. I'm excited for this too, though. This is the first time we're going to see Team Electros really tested today. They had some close sets in the opening match that they had, but they still ended up winning all 3 of them. And now as we
Looks
approach
like we
knockout,
got ourselves
completely different ball game.
some
Tribe
Bells
Gaming
Rock.
with a little life under them, a little electricity in their veins. I'm curious to see how Tribe Gaming also respond to this, because they're the veterans. They're the ones that faced some devastating results last year. Can they overcome the mental hurdle? If that's something that they prove in this,
We got knockout.
it
Yep,
could
Bells
set up
Rock.
and change the entire
Denny, thank you for the follow.
of the future, especially this first split.
Finally have
Got
the
4 out of
set
4 until
on
now.
our hands.
Well, we'll
Super
see.
excited
Alex,
for
thank you for the follow.
Tribe Gaming continue
Miko
like this.
pick.
Can they make it
No.
one more
Let's see.
sweep?
And Miko being hilarious to
In
see.
everyone's heads. The vote on the website probably also swaying
Predicted for
towards Tribe
TE. Well, I
Gaming
predicted
here.
Tribe,
Only
so
Kenny and me,
lock
we
it.
believe in this young roster. I really feel like
Dude, they're
we
jits,
haven't
bro.
seen
Look at
something like this
Snoy.
in quite some time. It does remind of Guesty, but I don't want to make too many comparisons here. They're their own team.
D, thank you for the follow. Alex, thank you for the
New
follow.
players on
Appreciate
this
you guys.
roster, and they're looking so strong. Great movement. super
Morris, Colt,
disciplined,
Piper, Tick.
and even Tribe is struggling.
Morris
Once
can be
more,
good.
Tribe hasn't dropped a
Colt,
single set this month,
Piper,
except to
nah,
this
and
roster.
Tick, nah.
tell you what,
Christian,
I'm
sorry.
still waiting on
All
Team
of those
Electros
picks
to
are
really
probably
prove that
not
they've
the
got what it takes
move.
to beat
Rico,
Tribe.
great first
Before
pick right
is
there.
one of the
D, thank you for the
partners
follow.
in
Isaac,
North
thank you for the
America.
follow. Kidney, thank you for the
I'll
follow.
say
Ian, thank you for the
whoever
follow.
wins this semifinal, I predict will win the entire monthly final. So if that's Team Electros, I'm riding with Team Electros just because I think they've had such a difficult side of the bracket. I would weight the upper side of
What we
today's
playing?
monthly
It's
final
Bell's
bracket
Rock.
above the bottom
This
side.
is the semifinal.
And Team Electros, this is really
Tribe's got to
a
win this
trial
to hang
by
on.
fire
Tie
for
this thing
them.
up
So
2-2 to
far,
go to
they've
set
been,
5,
you know,
and
doing
it's
pretty
Bell's
well.
Rock
Tribe Gaming
knockout.
so far in this match, they're
We're going to
treading
draft.
water also.
So
But
here,
this
I
could
think
have
we're
been the
probably going to
moment
want to
where
break
they
some
wake
walls.
up,
You
they
can't
get
give
things
Rico
in
value
motion,
here,
and they
or
continue
you're going to have to
make
get
it.
that
Maybe
thrower
this is
6 pick.
still Aurora's
So that's
sweep.
going to be on
We
them.
have
So
Rico's
they
Spike
go
come in
opt
here,
for
no
a spike. That's
surprises.
pretty
Once
safe.
more Spike not banned out,
I'm
immediately
curious to
picked up.
see if
Both
they
of
opt
those
for the
teams
wall break or
really
they're just going to go
value
throw
this
6 pick.
brawler
In that
quite
case,
highly. Rico's one of those
Team
brawlers we
Electros would
see
probably
quite
go
often
aggro
on
to
Bell's
counter that
Rock
thrower
specifically.
early. In the
Gray
2-3 in the
is one that
5-6
we see even
or the
more
4-5.
often. RT, also a knockout
Let's see.
classic. Those two brawlers could definitely still come in handy.
Standard bans on this map throughout monthly qualifiers for North America were usually Pierce, Gray, and Rico, but it's really shifted. I think teams feeling a little more comfortable about dealing with Rico. I think
Or
that's
they
why you're
go
going to see
aggro
some of
instead
those
of
bans
throw.
coming in from the
I
right-hand
don't know.
side. I think Snowy and his
Depends.
teammates fully intended to be able to grab a Rico.
Okay,
That's why you're
wow.
going to see Sprout.
They go RT again, guys. We've been seeing RT so much.
Well into Rico, Brock can break
Third
walls.
pick, not thrower,
Lethal,
third
of course,
pick.
with the cutoff.
Last pick,
So I
last
think
pick.
This is something that Tribe fully
They have
anticipated.
thrower last pick. They
Nonetheless,
have
Team
aggro
Electros
last
is still
pick.
fully comfortable clicking.
We'll see. They'll probably go
Next
aggro or
selection
something
on
like
the side
that.
of Team
Stefan, thank you for the follow.
Electros. They do have to be concerned about any sort of wall break. Gray is still a totally viable option. You are able to play around this. Rico can sit in a position where
Sprout
he's
is
not going to
banned.
get pulled easily, but you know he
Ollie,
really
so they
wanted,
opt for the
this
aggro
Rico pick
early.
because they banned Sprout, which is like an actual F-tier brawler at the moment, but it's one of the one
No.
of the best ways to deal with Rico hard
Sprout
stuff.
is good on this map.
They're also considering the possibility of a tick last election, but look how hard they're
F-tier
playing around
brawler
these
on this
walls. They've
map.
gone with two brawlers that depend so much on these
BBB,
walls.
thank you for the follow.
Both
City boy.
Ollie and Rico need
Grom?
those walls
No,
to
not. I don't
survive.
know about
So how
Grom,
they
dude. I don't know if they're
enable
gonna be comfortable
the
going
Ollie
Grom into
Byron's a
Ollie. And let's
viable
just see what they
selection
go
if
for
they
this
just
5th
want to
pick, though.
keep someone on
That-
life
that's
support,
so
get a solid
important.
lane out here.
They go for a Byron.
Yeah, it just makes
Interesting.
sense, basically.
So
keep that Ollie
honestly,
alive.
Yeah, I
They
don't mind the
could. They
variety.
could throw her
Heritage
this,
is
bro.
open, is a strong brawler in a
Yeah.
map like this one, but I do prefer that they pick
They
something
actually
to
could take
back
here.
up that Ollie. Byron or also Gus would have been viable options here. Gus could now also be picked
I'm
up
not
from the
gonna
other
hold you.
side.
They could
already have a
totally-
lot of damage with the RT and Spike, so they don't
What thrower
necessarily
is the
need
question?
a lot of DPS. Could also go with something aggressive themselves.
Yeah,
now.
aggressive.
They still have some
What,
options
though? Like
open there
Lily?
too,
I
with
don't know.
Mortis, one of the Buffy brawlers, not being banned out here.
Holt.
It's going to be Colt.
Never mind.
Wall breaker.
Okay. Yeah, wall breaker. I think
They
this
opt
is
for the
kind of
first
what it
option we
comes down
talked
to
about,
now.
wall
They
break,
can
but
expose
like
Ollie
at
a
this
little
point
bit,
in the
Rico
draft, that
towards
just
lanes,
seemed like they
and
didn't.
it's kind of a
They
cheeky
just had left that
phrase, but
behind.
a lot of the times
I
on these
can't
open
believe
maps, players
that they
will
opted
call
for the Colt.
Rico just a worse Colt.
Yeah.
Mark, thank you for the follow.
DPS brawlers, a lot of projectile speed, and as a result, Colt will have an advantage.
Wait, can you watch this
He
on the
has
red
his buff,
platform?
he's at his disposal.
Renza, thank you for the
If he
follow.
decides he's going to use Silver Bullet. You know,
Russ
he
would be
can steal
perfect?
Some ammo,
Nah.
or rather the
Russ could break
reload
walls too,
gadget, I should
and
correct myself.
bounce, but I don't know
So,
if Russ would be the
Colt
best.
can be this
I think they had a free
unstoppable
thrower game there.
force
Fia, thank you for the
forward
follow.
if he is permitted to do so, but he's going to have to earn that wall break. Could this be a reverse sweep in
Counters to Byron?
progress?
What?
Tribe Gaming have gotten one set
Colt?
on the board. Team Electros
No,
look like they
I
might
think that Tribe
sweep
just sold
through
out.
these typical
Let's see how this
first
plays
place
out.
players
Though.
in North
But
America.
he is gonna break walls. That's
And
their
early
choice. So
on,
let's see if the
has
wall
to
break
rely on the
really
instructors
pays
on
off
the
for them.
right-hand side.
They're gonna
Luffy was
improve
wide
in
open
rounds
space
2 and
RP
3.
Byron
Diego Gamer opts for the non-curveball star
Super
power.
going down.
Fertilizer.
Gonna be a star power of choice for Diego Gamer. Makes sense when you see a tank on the other side.
Memon moves forward. Luffy has lost a lot of his walls here, but he was smart to get rid of those ones
Okay,
on
they're
the
pretty
sides,
pushed back,
because Memon
but
would be able to fire
Diego
a
Gamer
super
gets
down
a super.
there and pretty much exterminate anything
be able to
sitting
push back
within
to
those
it.
borders. We'll see
Luffy breaks the
another
last wall.
break over towards the left side. Diego Gamer has just so much territory upon which to reign. Meanwhile, on the right side,
for some
however,
pressure.
Snowy has been dominating this matchup versus RBM.
Diego's
He has
gonna
a
take
super
pretty
already.
rough
It's gonna
super.
be
He's gonna be
incredible
trapped
for
in
a
a
kill
corner.
confirm. Look at
Doing's
the
push. They're
rune
just
that
pushed
they're
back.
taking up.
They're just
Doesn't
pushed
even
back. It's not
matter.
enough,
The
man.
brawlers know who who cares?
It's not
They've
enough.
Just been dodging the shots and winning on the 1v1s.
They're not even going
They had to just hold. They had to just
As a
hold,
result,
bro.
Memon gets a few extra tags with the bouncy.
Who am I
bullets.
rooting
Guess
hardcore. I want Tribe to put up a good fight. I want a good game. I want to set 5, fire game. Like, I would actually rather Tribe win. Bago, thank you for the follow.
When they asked people in the competitive scene about what they think of these players on Team Electros, they said they just don't make mistakes.
I just don't know
have to best them in the draft, and right now Team Electros have actually made quite a big mistake whiffing that Rico super. RBM can't get close enough to Memon to use his super. That's going to be a kill on the bottom side. However, Luffy looks for the kill. Is a little bit hairy. Doin at mid will get the
Luffy,
jump
clutch!
Diego.
You have to clutch!
Luffy on the top side strafes properly. It's a 1v1 between Doin and Luffy, but I think we know how this one goes.
This is going to be a dance of Doin just trying to recharge and time this right, because he doesn't want to leave Luffy with too much space. He's not allowing him to regain health points, and now Doin going to be pressing against this L-shaped wall on the top-hand side. Colt forced away in the closed space, not where he is going to thrive. This one-on-one interaction, Luffy has been tasked with an awful lot.
So tense. Doin, a player that I've heard is the most skilled on the team. The same goes for Luffy, one of the core players. Really
oh my god, he can't hit a shot.
Just playing with this food, gets hypnosis. How long were you hanging on to that, man? He had that for several seconds, just playing with his food.
Not revealing when he was going to click it either. A little mind game going down, and now a match point for the young roster. North America has been dominated by Tribe Game.
Ricky, thank you for the fall.
There were roughly 2 teams outside of at the
yeah,
time
he was
Bobby's
toying with
roster,
him,
now
legitimately
ABS.
toying with him. That's fried.
Every other time, it was this roster in the grand finals, and already in 2026, they're in danger of losing that spot. That is a wild thing. That is a huge, monumental shift.
Like, the issue is, Luffy, honestly, I think they literally would have been better off not breaking the walls, and he was running their ammo steal gadget.
In such an incredible fashion. 2 rounds.
Nice, they steal a kill. Hold on. RBM, you have to stay alive.
Coming in from Luffy, but it is an exchange. It's 2v2 now. With the walls broken down, Luffy can still assert his dominance, but it's quite difficult. He's basically in a Colt 1v1. He has more DPS. He's able to break down the walls, but he obviously doesn't feel too confident since he's not approaching Memon too quickly.
Snowy running the piercing star power as well, so it will go through that life lane. That's a large choice for why they're laning Byron on that right-hand side, despite maybe a slightly tougher one for Memon. Again, it's just a much more difficult version of Colt. Instead, though, he's being empowered. Snowy landing a shot as well. Luffy, a goner for this world as Memon
oh my gosh, and Memon heals off the gadget.
Snowy can hold on. Diego Gamer doing his best, but in this 2v1
Tribe's done, bro.
just won't happen. TE. One away
from
taking the match.
That we can confidently say was bad.
Are you down
like,
to your final life, Tribe Gaming?
At this point, at that point in the draft, wall break was gone. They had gone Byron. If you wall break, they still have great range.
Time, but they made
and it's hard to 1v1 a Rico still with the Colt. Like, you're supposed to win it, but it's still a weird fight, especially with other things going on.
RBN going heavy on this left side, but they're fighting mostly 1v1s, and I think that's where things really fall apart for Tribe Gaming, is they're not playing as a team.
Walls go down, but the 6-shooter won't connect with a
Rico
single member of TE.
I don't know if it's going to be enough.
Snowy moving to win up this map as Memon gets charged up.
He's going to miss this one. He whiffs at the hypercharge. Hold on.
Forced down to the shallow side of their spawn. It's going to be shot still incoming as a rotate on the left-hand side. Diego Gamer using the life plant. Snowy from the distance, trying to rely on these shots, and now a hypercharge for Diego Gamer. He knows they have to make something happen.
Was that at the right time, though? I don't know if it was, and it completely whiffs. RBM gets hypnotized.
The super, getting all the heals in the world. It's Diego Gamer the first to fall.
Yeah,
3 versus 2. It's a death sentence for Tribe Gaming. How do they get their way out of this one? The inaugural damage
RBM can get a hypercharge somehow, some way, and then team wipe.
RBM the last one remaining, and reality's starting to set in. The pins up to the air, the spins, and that is the new reality of North America. Team Electros and the
so Team Electros is going to the finals.
Rookies making a splash.
Dude, the AI keeps tracking me.
Temperatures.
Tribe selling so hard, yeah, I'm saying.
Ellie, thank you for the Harvey. Turns out is a cut above the rest. The future is now in 2026. You're seeing it around the world. And these rookie sensations, Snowy, been around for a while, played in some qualifiers even, but waited, was patient, wanted to get the right teammates in place, and now it seems like he's got a trio worth taking the top in North America.
Yo, Justin, appreciate you, man. Thank you.
Of North
Luffy
America.
sold? Yeah, the Colt sold. The Colt was just, everyone was like, what?
Repeatedly
when he picked
to
the
the grand finals, took #1.
And it was for good reason. Jasper, thank you for the follow.
And now we have seen them bested in just the first competition of the year, and seemed to be even
Tribe have a
coach?
coach?
They had Diego Gamer strictly stronger now. They were aligned on objectives and training regimens.
Tribe Gaming looked phenomenal today. The quarterfinals, a 3-0 sweep in the qualifiers
what's good?
As well.
Kaz, how are you?
Nobody can beat
Fire Luffy? No. They just need to lock in next.
You said before,
yeah, look how bad this stat line is.
Probably gonna win it all. And as I mentioned, I had Team Electros
Pretty
in
rough.
my website predictions already put down
Pretty
at the
rough.
grand final winners of today. So
They
far,
got
so
wiped,
good for my chances to get that icon, that profile picture.
Thank you, Milan.
But yeah,
I appreciate
once again, in this set, once more, Luffy had a great showing.
Did you get
but
Chester or
overall,
Sandy?
Tribe just could not even
They're
survive.
both
I think that's what
not
they call aura
super
farming these
meta,
days, by the way.
but-
That Ollie just waiting out with his super.
Honestly,
I'm not
I
gonna
like
even
Chester
pretend
more.
like I mean, I
like
know
Chester
what
more
it
than
is, but I'm
Sandy.
not gonna act like I
That's
have
up
any
to you.
potential to ever
You
do
should
that
look at their
myself.
abilities and see which one you'd rather
have passed
use.
the eye test for me.
It's worth
Now
playing
they have
together.
the
No, they
results
weren't,
to
and their
back
draft
it
was
up.
weird.
I've been
Mizuki,
unwavering.
thank you for the follow.
T were my
Marvin, thank you for the
preseason
follow.
pick to be #1 in this region, and I also have
Thank
them
you, guys.
winning here.
Amir, thank you for the
They've
follow.
already shown up. They are
Chester's
popping
more
off,
versatile.
even against
Yeah,
a team
fair.
like Tribe Gaming, showing their full potential. Now, obviously, it's a long year.
Noel,
They
thank
still
you
have
for
to
the
take care of business in
follow.
the grand
FB,
finals.
thank you
The
for the
other
follow.
teams,
Appreciate you guys.
very experienced
T
as
has
well.
been
If
killing
they go
Tribe, so
3
kind of
for 3
expect
on
it.
the
Oh, I
opening
see.
month, NA has to be on watch.
Next match in
Incredibly
5 minutes.
dangerous.
Okay, hold on, guys.
Already,
I
asked
actually
you at
wanted to
the
do
beginning
this.
of the show today. You gave us a lot of reasons just why NA is the most competitive.
Bro. We'll go right back
In this
over
Brawl
there.
Talk, you will see
Dog.
Sirius, the 100
I wanted to look
brawler,
at this
And Naja
again.
thinks his employee, with their companion Daryl, to take over.
brawler. So
Oh my gosh. If y'all haven't seen Sirius, he's seriously going to break the game. Look at this guy, bro.
Sirius is our 100 brawler. So you know, we had to do something special. Not only is he ultra legendary with a unique playstyle where he can control shadows of other brawlers, he's our first ever villain.
Sirius's backstory is as mysterious as his powers. Rumors say he owned the first ever attraction in Star Park, but he was losing attention once brawling started becoming more popular than his shadow tricks. And now, he's back for revenge.
Sirius' main attack fires 2 projectiles at the same time.
So
A
he
Shadow
throws
Strike,
2
which fires in a
projectiles.
straight line, and a Star Bomb, which can be
So it's like
in a Star
one shot like this, and then a shot that comes over this star. So we
Bomb,
can
which
go over
be
walls, I'm
manually
assuming?
aimed and deals area damage. Sirius will collect a Brawler Shadow after a certain number of hits, but
Not,
Brawler
not you, yes,
shadows.
sir.
Sirius steals the essence of brawlers, bending their shadows to his will.
And then,
His
bro.
super summons up to 3 brawler shadows, which
Oh
share similar
my
characteristics to their brawler
God.
counterparts, like attacks and health. A Frank shadow will have more health than a Leon shadow, for
3
example.
Franks,
Shadows will
or
attack
2 Franks and a
enemies and by
Willow.
default will
3
follow Sirius
Rosas.
around. But here's the really
And they
cool
have
part.
5K
Sirius can
HP.
actually control the shadows by
8,500
aiming his super,
HP,
he can give
5,000
them
HP.
orders
How are you supposed
like
to take that out,
guarding
guys?
an
This
area
brawl's broken.
or attacking certain enemies.
Is this the start of a Brawl Stars RTS?
It's over.
Sirius is also launching with his Hypercharge, which summons stronger versions of his shadows.
And just like Sirius' chaotic nature, we are doing something different for his release event. More information on that closer to his release.
Yeah, so Naja doesn't look as OP, but then the other
Buffy
thing I
makes
wanted
his
to
main
show
attack pierce and return
was,
with
excuse me,
during this
Heal herself
and with the Buffy,
all these look good,
will or Bruce. And
But
Hyper
this
Bear
guy,
is a
bro.
longer, faster, and wider
not
attack.
Leon's
Bruce,
clone projector now
Leon.
deals minor damage, and with the Buffy,
Okay, so
Leon
it
can
shoots at people.
reactivate the
So it shoots at it.
gadget to swap positions with his
Did you see
clone.
that?
Leon can reactivate the gadget to swap projector now deals minor damage, and with the Buffy, Leon can reactivate the gadget to swap positions with his clone.
There's no way. Everyone, go upgrade Leon right now. If you do not have Leon 11, and Hypercharge, go do it right now. And then there's more. But wait, there's more. There's more.
Lollipop drop can now be thrown.
You
and with
can
Buffy,
throw the lollipop
Leon
drop.
and his allies get boosted movement
And
speed
with
in
the Buffy, you get movement speed, bro.
area. Leon's smoke trails with the Buffy deal more damage on the first attack while Leon
Okay.
is
That's like-
invisible.
that's like
And
okay,
Invisi-Heal
that's
with
fair.
Buffy makes the super last slightly longer. His
that's
Hyper
also
Buffy
fair.
makes his attacks do full damage regardless of the distance he is from the enemy.
That's
Super
disgusting.
Totem can now be thrown. With
My guy, Leon is busted. It's gonna be that gadget, dude. This gadget where you just flip. Right here.
Minor damage.
You're gonna send out your little like someone's gonna be like, oh, this innocent little thing, I'm just gonna destroy it. Psych, switch, and they're gonna waste an ammo. That's the key. They're gonna waste an ammo. I'm getting tracked by AI. They're gonna waste an ammo doing it,
And with
and
the
then
Buffy,
bang,
Leon can
switch,
reactivate the
dead.
gadget to swap positions with
I think you take out like 90% of the brawlers in the game doing that. 90% of the brawlers in the game. Like what can take that out? And then this is
with
busted.
the Buffy makes
This
Bow
is
no
busted.
longer visible
Right
when
here.
attacking from a bush. As for Snare
Bow,
Bear with the Buffy,
this is okay,
it
but
makes
like
the
Bow,
placement
you can't
no
actually
longer
see him
visible
ever
when
in a
attacking
bush.
from a bush. As for Snare Bear with the Buffy, it makes the
Disgusting.
placement of the mine
I don't even know what to say about that. That is just what I wanted to go through real quick. But like,
Shelly always breaking the map.
oh my
super weird,
gosh,
chaotic.
that
I
is.
think that can be a good tool to face KDS.
I sat there, jaw
So it looks
wide
like
open,
overall you're
watching
agreeing
that for the
more
first
with,
time.
KDS play style.
Oh, the monthly finals over. No. We were
SKT
just
does.
in between
Yeah,
matches.
that's
Next
true.
match in a
That's
minute.
true.
It's true. I mean, hey, if it works for you, as long as you're cool with it, I'm cool with it. I didn't know if that was going to be a dig or
Nah,
what. I
I
was just prepared to defend my
2017
teammate,
chill,
but you know what?
chill,
That's
chill,
cool.
chill.
That's cool. Winning is winning.
I just sounded that out of my head. Clutch, I thank you for the follow.
KDS
Cam,
is,
thank you for the
the
follow.
pick
When they're
first.
adding it, I think on the
Pedro
5th,
says
the next
actually
update, the next
Stomach is gonna
update.
take that one. I also want to have a quick
Who do I
look
support,
at
AG?
just what the
I
people at home
support.
have
I want
voted
Tribe.
over at
I wanted
Electros
Tribe to
that
win,
come.
like and do well in
Never
multi-finals,
mind.
but
We're not gonna do that.
clearly
Instead, Pedro and
it
Bobby
did not
are,
happen.
Stomach.
But I do want
Why did you vote
KDS
them to
and
win
Bobby and
this one?
Patchy
I think
to do well as
the
well.
playstyle they have can really be really good against
Adam Ski, thank you for, or Adam
KDS
Sky, thank you for the
today.
follow. Bruno, thank you.
If they find the draft that they can play their playstyle, it's gonna be really good. But I'm sure that
V, thank you for the follow.
Easy, right? They're gonna ban this.
I'm not,
Prowlers,
but I
respect.
appreciate that, Spaccaroni.
I think it's all gonna come on the draft. Whoever get his playstyle on the game.
Now,
Yeah, do you see that?
please,
Ada
give
Kaz?
us another
It's crazy.
3-0 game, please, so we can enjoy some more Brawl Stars today.
Thank you
We're
so
gonna
much,
head into
man.
our semi-final number 2. Let's hope it's on
Idika,
the
you know how we will not serious, by the way? Ha. You're part of a man in suits? Oh, I probably am in there too, maybe. I think I am in there as well. Thank you, Smackaroni. DCA, thank you for the follow. Eamon, thank you for the follow.
KDS versus Stamina.
Sibidi, thank you for the
Who's gonna
follow.
take
Los,
the
thank you for the
win
follow.
in this one? Both
Thank
of
you
them
guys so much.
with very experienced players. Both of them
We have to
played
win one
at the
game with
World
every brawler to get
Finals
serious.
last
Wait, is
year
that actually
already.
legit?
This is gonna be the
Win one
first
game with every brawler to get
here,
serious? Hold on, they just call
Stamina.
first
As you
pick?
said, Pedro
Okay, this
likes
is, yeah,
to
this
go
is
with
nice.
those aggressive
Alright, we got
brawlers.
Stamina and
Cold.
KDS.
I don't know if
I
he's
would
super
like to see
aggressive,
KDS
but
win this,
he
I'm not
is
gonna lie.
definitely there for the damage onto that.
It's gonna be a good game,
He's
yeah.
not the most
I agree.
aggressive, but we saw
Kapar,
that
thank you for the
before, right?
follow.
If
Let's
you
get a
call
good
this
game.
open, you need to pick it. It's super flex. You can win the lane.
Exactly,
you can do a
Naku,
lot of
gotta get
damage.
the simulation
you
there.
can even defend.
It's good, Waka.
Long range also.
How are you?
So I think call these those picks that maybe are not the best.
All right,
but
lock
for
in,
me
lock
is-
in.
but
It's
not
safe
everyone
zone.
can
It's
agree
safe
with
zone,
me,
so
but
I can
if
see
it's
what.
open,
Let's
it's
see.
big,
Let's
it's
think.
gonna
Let's
mouse.
think.
Now I'm
What's
curious where
open?
the
Pierce's
damage dealer is coming,
banned.
'cause obviously Cold's gone.
They offer a
Penny,
penny.
Not necessarily what I was expecting.
Okay,
Melody
okay,
was,
you know
Melody,
what?
one of those
Penny is
brawlers that
very
you have to
great
give
on
yourself
safe
a little
zone.
high save damage to match what Cold
Now
is
they're
offering.
gonna
It's a
need
brawler
to
that's
be
just
able to
solely
take out.
focused
They're gonna
on
have to have an
charging
answer
the
for
other
that
end,
turret.
using those musical notes and revolving them around the high save. What is the benefit of Penny here? Is this to establish a turret, more of a control-oriented pick, or what?
I think as we talk, yeah, they are the KDS who's gonna look for the control game. They need to make the game not chaotic at all. That
Maybe a
never surprised
Kaze?
me that doesn't fit too much.
Kaze's not banned. I'm
But
thinking
they're
Kaze is
look
gonna
for
get
these
picked here.
two solid
And
lanes,
then
so Melee
following
can
it
do that.
up, something for defense.
I'm
Oh,
looking
Barry.
forward
They opt for a
to
Barry.
Maybe some aggression still on the right-hand side, but it's going to be Barry first, maybe to back up something aggressive. Pedro, you mentioned so often how Stamina likes to play the aggressive brawlers. Nina's still open. Lily, Kaze, anything to deal some damage onto safe. What's it going to be?
I have to say that I'm still surprised.
Dude, you
that they
can't
went
just leave a
this
Melody,
aggro
though.
probably is gonna be.
Like, Melody's got
I mean,
free
I
right
don't know.
now.
Back then you used to go with a
Colt
BB
can't
with a
really
mech,
touch her.
but I think they are a bit out of meta right at this point. But they need something really. Maybe a Miko could be the chance. Maybe a
We're just talking about base racing. 8-bit, okay, that's more defensive. You can
just
handle a
do-
Melody very well with
I
this.
swear, it was the next one, I
Okay,
swear.
so
Very
KDS,
well,
what are we
like,
thinking here?
Stamina's playing super aggressively. They have an aggressive brawler literally every single set. And they were like, Pedro, you voted for us, but we're gonna... Yeah,
Bell,
not do
maybe?
what do you tell us?
Oh,
We're
Bell's
gonna
banned.
follow Coach
Dang,
Bell's
okay,
advice.
Bell's banned.
I mean, it's I cannot expect anything expected from this team.
Expect the
Would you say
unexpected.
Eve? I don't
Kenny,
think
what do you think
Eve,
is going to be
and
the last
then-
pick
I
for
don't know.
KDS? You have 6 seconds.
I'm gonna be honest. I'm not gonna come up with the
Otis.
in time.
All right,
here.
Otis, they offer
this place
Otis.
is all, I'm glad
Fair
you're
enough.
having equal reactions to me, Pedro. This is great copium.
Hunter, thank you for the
After Barry
follow.
Came out, there was never a world where I was. gonna
Kacker,
do
thank you for
that.
the follow. Glover, thank you for the
Say-
follow.
In stats say that
Penny's very good on this map,
most
Miyagi.
trained
Chris gets
brawler
picked so
from
much, yeah, that's why he's
KDS
banned.
is Melody, the second one is Penny.
Bo
and
Hockey,
the
thank you for the
third one
follow.
is Otis.
Vex, thank you for the follow.
And Stamina
Kid,
has
bro,
to know that,
no.
right? So
What
this
do you
is
want,
either
Carlos?
The ultimate way to combat that
Say,
team,
why is
or they're
Patchy's
just
mouth
that
on the floor?
confident in
Did
their
he pick
individual
wrong gadget or
strategy
something?
To allow that to go through.
Wrong star
But
power?
again,
What's
the
going
boys
on?
playing
Tay, thank you for the
against
follow.
an old organization
Should've gone
that they
Frank.
made a lot of history
Definitely
with. The
not.
2023 runner-up.
I'm not gonna hold you. Barry
the
Frank on
highlight
this is
that
actually kind of
organization,
disgusting.
and now they've entrusted
Especially
STMN
like
with
when
new
the other
hands.
team doesn't
Very
know how to
successful
counter it and
World
lower
Finals.
elo.
They've been underrated. They're once
It
again
is for sure
underrated today.
disgusting.
Now they come home with newfound confidence, trying to take down Patchy, Bobby, and Sang.
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty much what we talk, right? The KDS need to go on a slow game. I don't know if they can do it against a Berry. Berry's gonna at some point get a super heal.
I guess we just got to win a game. He's gonna roll, lock in.
They cannot really break the wall, so Juan Carlos can put a really good turret.
Patchy's trying to start up that, charge up that super.
I'm curious when STMN, if they're gonna be patient enough to wait for the opportunity to go aggro, or maybe tackle.
Bobby's just gotta stay back, not overextend, and stay back on defense.
To that save by his own.
Oh, and he overextended a little bit and couldn't get back into that thing. He's going to have to circle all the way around now and heal. So Sand's going to have to take up his spot. Okay. But he holds and it all works out. That's fine.
8-Bit can't use it on his own side, but something to watch out for. He will try and attempt to use it on either that wall or if they want to get on offense.
Okay, but Juan Carlos does have his super down, and he opted for the speed star power, which is interesting. You usually don't see that used.
I'll probably, if the game is
oh my gosh, Tacos gets a good clip on Bobby.
Wait 1 minute and 20 left and then do the last push.
Now that they've got the numbers, Pain expanding to the left-hand side, 8-Bit sprinting up the middle.
Bobby's going to try to get him 100 HP. He's able to survive. Sand's able to get on safe as well, though.
Circling that high safe, it'll be enough to get them close.
They both pop. They're both going to get pops here. Sand's going to be able to play light.
Basically all tied up.
Yeah, they got the kill on.
He's not going to waste super. He's able to cycle it. Bjorn, thank you for the follow. Matthias, thank you for the follow. Who do I think will win? I don't know, to be honest with you, but I would like KDS to do well.
Now up an entire zone of this height zone save. Sands occupying space in the middle alongside Bobby as Patchy places down a turret. Tacos can't break the walls on that left-hand side. That's part of the benefit of the indestructible. I'm sure that's why KDS have enjoyed using this brawler in particular.
Okay, Sands gets another tap. That's big. He gets some notes. Alright, he gets super and he goes immediately on safe. Alright, he's going to be able to get the pop here. They're going to even out at 50%. Sands going to try to play life against the Colt here, which he's going to be able to because he gets too much movement speed. Look what it is. Just movement. Okay, he gets tapped up a little bit by Tacos. So he go down.
Oh, and a nice takedown on
Sand's going to be able
Pain
to
still hasn't been able to really focus down that penny turret. In fact, that ice cream splatter just short of
Pain
the
and
mark,
Bobby
so 6,800 still remaining. STMN have to be the final ones to strike. With 10 seconds on the clock, they do have a very hypercharge.
Oh no, he just wasted hypercharge. Pain just wasted hypercharge. Lock in, Patchy, go. Sand's got hypercharge too. It's over. Pain sold. I'm not gonna lie, Pain sold.
Beautifully done by KDS. That one kill made all
correct me if I'm wrong. Yo, Barry's super goes over water, right? Barry's super goes over water, right? Speed star power from ability because they already got damage with the Colt and 8-Bit. Yeah, true. Grisha, Jimmy, thank you for the follow. Low key, thank you for the follow. Hottie, Neonasty.
Making a little more sense now. Now that I see a penny.
No, it doesn't. Ah, I see. Okay. No, Barry can't go on water. Got you.
Going to that left-hand side because if they do establish a penny turret.
Alright, so actually, yeah, I don't know what he could have done there. Maybe he should have just supered up though. He had more HP to do it earlier. I think they needed damage earlier.
Yeah, I think he did have an a bit more stamina and KDS. KDS too, actually. If they come, Sans will feed. So if
let's go KDS. Vinny,
I think Patchy will. Maybe they trust that Patchy will do
some
damage.
Patchy gets some good taps. He's better to have super.
But I think it's easier for stamina to wait a bit.
A little patience, but now that they've got a lot of damage, KDS being stuffed in spawn.
Okay, here comes Patchy with the first super, but the Barry's going to be able to take it out very quickly.
Penny turret on the ground, but as we're seeing here, Barry, just a couple shots. We'll get
he's only going to be able to get like 2
damage
taps.
from the penny turret. Now a salty barrel going down for a little extra protection.
Oh, he barely gets killed by that.
We'll get a lot of value out of this interaction.
They can't get popped.
So close, but not quite 75%.
Yeah, I mean, I think stamina is just not being patient at all. And Patchy is, especially Patchy is pushing a lot that aggression, right? Not only that he's making out of space, but he's kind of doing some damage on the save, getting some kills, and it's looking really good for the KDS.
Patchy gets WP.
Now Pain just sprinting down this left-hand lane. Patchy forced to back away.
This is not good. This is not good.
Receiving a lot of heavy fire. Otis is a defensive brawler, can be a flexible lane, but into something like an 8-Bit in a Colt just won't match.
Sands, are you going to send?
Yeah, I mean,
no,
Sands just need to wait for the opportunity to jump in. Pain is doing a lot of damage on the save, making a lot of time. I don't know if they're going to be able to take him out. Sans wait all the super on Pain. He got a new one. He's going to go later, but one shield and a few percentage.
Sans going to need to get hypercharge and send it up.
Really important now. Stamina just is setting up the
Patchy gets fooled.
and they just need to
Sands does get hypercharge though. Pops gadget, gets the shield. He's gonna get the pop play life.
Coming out of STMN, and now it is equally matched. Sands getting whatever extra bonus points he can. Bobby.
Okay, hold on, they're winning.
That splatter hits the ground. One Carlos. Oh, double tap there. Patchy gets a hypercharge on the ground, and Pain has to multitask. He either choose this heist turret, or he has to go for the enemy brawlers.
Oh my gosh, they're winning. Let's go.
KDS to take the middle. Thankfully for them, STMN have grabbed some kills. Red roster.
10%. 10%.
Ice safe. Otherwise, it's going to be a KDS round, 24%. So KDS have expanded. Watch
hold, nice. Sands is up there.
Down to the other end once again. KDS with some beautiful
very close
map.
Hunter. It's Hunter.
Those little interactions
yes, in my bio.
really start to add up.
I can pin that.
Control,
Thank you, Ellie, for sending that too. I can pin that.
Game, right? When the game was controlled, they were
Spam Penny instead of Pro. I mean, they have their ideas with the draft. I think that they planned, like in my head, I think that they planned for the Penny with the berry.
Over and over. I think they should have.
So I think right now in their heads they're just like, we need to clean it up a little bit more, and then they can get this win, because that was very close. And I think as the announcers are saying, they're being a little bit too impatient. They need to be a little bit more patient, get damage when they can, and I think they're overextending, dying, and then giving a little bit more, too much super, like Sands. They're giving Sands the opportunity. When one of them dies, Sands has the opportunity to super up and get damage. It's very hard for them to 1v1 Sands. Too much mobility on the ability.
I think they were just confident to the playstyle also when in this meta.
Customs after probably not, because it's going to take a while.
You can really target ban.
Ivan, thank you for the follow.
Really
it's good, Jaden. I think you should want Gene to pull the safe. Oh, pull the safe. That's actually 3 million IQ. Miyagi, thank you for the heartbeat.
That's a topic we always like to bring
Chungus,
back
thank
as
you for the
well.
follow.
Sometimes comfort picks are better than the meta picks. I mean, on the left-hand side, we don't have any buffy brawlers. We don't have any of those brawlers that have showed up a lot of times, maybe Otis, in the general meta. But for those guys, those are just the brawlers that they love to play. And I feel like, Kenny, that's something we've seen last year from KDS or this roster playing for
thank you for the
org
follow.
Last year as well.
Carson, thank you for the follow. Amber was banned. Amber was banned. Wait, actually, I don't know. Leon, thank you for the follow.
Yeah,
what is DPS damage per second?
In the aggression. I mean, Penny,
you love cocoa drinks? Coconut drinks are great.
On that map in
DPS is damage per second.
A great way to kind of throw back to some of these older brawlers, because Penny used to be a factor on those.
Isaiah, thank you for the follow.
Buffies, I feel like it's easy.
Boss, thank you for the follow. When I say something like high DPS or low DPS or not enough DPS, all I'm saying is, like, if I say high DPS, it means a brawler like Otis or like Spike. Just think of the damage dealer section of the brawlers.
The fact that they were so telegraphed that they just went with what they basically.
Penny's so underrated. Penny's very good. Well, that's a specific map for Penny. Penny's very good on that safe zone map. Penny's a niche pick. Like Penny's a pretty niche pick. I like to sometimes pick Penny on specific hot zone maps into Spike or in general on Heist. On safe zone specifically. So it's literally like 2 maps, 3 maps. So it's pretty specific that I would ever pick Penny, because I'm not that great of a Penny, but it does counter Spike pretty well. Raph, thank you for the follow. Moo D-Rail, thank you for the follow. Wacky Guy, thank you for the follow. 999, thank you for the follow. Laral, thank you for sharing live. Why don't I join the tournament? Bro, I am not like these guys, man. These guys are different. KDS and Stamina,
yeah. Say maybe the Brock opening for the Oli can be really good. Something that control a bit the map, but for sure the
Penny can be used in Gem Grab too if you play the barrel wall. Yes, I don't know what map. I wouldn't play her on any map other than maybe that new map that's in the scene, but I haven't played that much on that map, so I don't know how to draft that.
Yeah, I mean for sure, but I don't know if you can really hold the
you guys know what I'm talking about with the launch pads, bro? It sends you. I hate that map. And I have no clue what to do to draft on that map.
The Oli, yeah,
play max for this tournament.
I think Gray could still be an option here. Anything to open up the map.
You can play your max this tournament. My max is mid as heck.
Or anything that could go well against this Meeple, because on the other side we don't really have anything to actually
me outside is crazy.
That Meeple's mentioned
the one that has nothing in the middle. Yes,
but we're gonna see what they actually will pick. And it is gonna be the Gray.
That sounded too loud, or are you tripping? It may just be too loud.
That was a really good guess. I was expecting more something like a gas, like something a sniper that they can hold the Meeple especially, right? Because we have the RT already, and they have double aggro, but double sniper, sorry. But the Gray can really break a bit the map, and can help. That TP could help the Oli to go aggro.
KDS with a 1-0 lead. Both of these squads.
It seemed to me like Mina had a pretty good game. Let me go see the draft again. I should have been paying attention.
Now trying to return home, prove that they've still got it. They weren't the best in North America last year, though. That was a storyline for them.
Actually not the
best. They definitely squeezed by. They got very lucky to make it to a guaranteed world final spot, but they certainly proved their worth when they got there.
Yeah, I mean they are not playing. Any of these teams is playing bad, right? But they are. There's a fight of play styles. And yeah, we can see in the right a fight of a skill that Sans won in this case. And yeah, they need to...
Nice job on Tacos, just not feeding Bobby at all.
This is going to be a bit crazy that Stamina got the lead
Wow,
right now.
he's not feeding. Oh my gosh! Aggress is a little too much. They have to W key if they want a chance, and they are able to W key. Able to make it a 2v1.
KDS were the first to strike, but STMN are able to clean up, and now they have a massive lead. This is going to be really difficult
for Sans 2v1? I do not think so.
These days, once again, is all about
why
the
Ali? That is why. The Ali Hypnotize is an insta-kill.
Even if you die and your teammate follow, also needs a lot of team play, right? You can still get the 2 kills.
Yeah, I was about to say that KDS
okay, he's just
gonna
die with super.
The hypnosis to follow through, but STMN had enough damage.
Not gonna feed at all. They don't have supers. Let's keep it that way.
Run it down. Use that meeple.
What's my favorite team?
Probably
it's
you got supers.
Crazy Raccoon,
go walking hook in the TP. That's something I'm looking
but
out
I'm not like I just like watching,
Yeah, but Meeple is not playing the.
And I want to see NA do better in the global scene. I want to see.
Also, he has that stun that.
This year, I want to see Guesty do well.
Different brawler, right? You need to stun the Grey on TP, and you need to stun.
I want to see Bobby do well.
Oh, that was a great hook.
Nice tap, but this time Mino will escape. Heals coming out from Byron. STMN clustered on that top right-hand side. This seems like a good opportunity.
Just wait for the meeple charge to die, but still hold the zone.
They weren't going to be able to shoot around these walls. This would be KDS buying time
Pain's
with the
gonna
clock. The fog starting to close in, so now at least Stamina are backed up against their spawn side.
Yeah, I don't know how Pachi has already full setup, has already the hypercharge and the super, and probably he has the hook already back.
Pachi goes for a W key and gets a great pick on the Byron, opens up the right wall. That's insane play. Great play by Pachi. Oh my goodness.
Just trying to charge up some
Surely
utility
they
successfully does now a little more dangerous.
Very nice.
One tap
Does he just
away,
gadget him?
a sliver of HP.
Okay, he's running the other
Bobby
gadget.
just needs to make one tag. Sans will be there for extra protection.
Tacos is just keeping his health low to die and not feed anymore.
Close in.
That is why he was still shooting. Holy glory hunger, what you mean?
Really close both games. Anyone can bring this home. I think it's a bit easier for KDS, right? Is Sanchez
Glory Hunger KDS is not projected to do well at all global scene. None of the NA teams are supposed to do well at all in the global scene. But I want to see them do well. Dan, thank you for the follow. Figueroa, make your channel live. Tempo 5
marches down this left
Ray, how are you?
in Bobby with the super.
Alright, let's see if they can pull this
the
off.
biggest factor is Tacos activates the triple king, cleans up, grabs a kill. Now Pain with the purple
Patchy's
button
able
as well.
to sneak out, but it's not going to be enough. Wait, he can make it a 2v1. He can make it a 2v1. No, he's not.
The super though.
Juan Carlos just killed him with a Byron.
Beautiful game there. What execution.
Yeah, that was I can see a lot of team play from Stamina, right? You can see how everyone follow up the calls, how everyone push at the same time, and that was game-changing.
Winnable.
Great stuff as Stamina needed a bounce back.
Crazy. It's winnable. It's winnable.
Looking for an equalizer or the red in. We'll see how this plays out in the early game. It's been Meeple or Tacos clinging to this left-hand side wall. Now they're double engaging. Bobby and Patchy. Look at the Kane going through. Pain getting the heals. Juan Carlos doing a great job of playing this hybrid role of support with the heals, but also tapping.
Yeah, we can see that KD has two really gadgets, right? The hook and the counter from Bobby and Patchy are really strong, and once they use it or miss it, is when Stamina push them hard, right? So they need to be careful.
Bobby gets a hypno. They get a pick. Okay, it's 3v2. 3v2.
And yeah.
Mark, thank you for the follow. Free run, thank you for the follow.
The control, right? You control, you bring into home.
That was nice gameplay. Yes, it was.
To help you a bit, and then it's an easy kill.
A little extra salt to the wound. Pain burned a super, didn't grab a kill out of it, and KDS in the meantime have all the utility charged.
Okay, Bobby's about to have gadget again. He goes in for a super, and he got gadget. Nice, they get the hypno, and it's wraps for Pain. He gets like 2 tap. Okay, nice. Very nice. Everything for the follow. Pain, thank you for the follow.
1 round in the bank.
The Tribe Blues Tribe lost. They got destroyed. They got destroyed 0-3. Oh wait, no. 3-1. 3-1. They got 3-1.
Feed too much, but Mina should not be the one feeding because I don't know. Like it's too much. He's just doing really good. He's all over the place, hitting everyone and getting feed.
You guys win this round. It's nice 1-1, and you guys can tie this up.
Patchy going for a walking cane, just a little outside of stretching distances. Now Tacos.
Just gotta win one more
this
game.
Left-hand side. Pain gonna be the control brawler in the mid, and Juan Carlos there with a super can dump heals at a moment's notice. Waiting for that purple button pop from
Patchy's got hyper. Bobby's probably got gadget. He's got gadget super combo. Sans, I don't know how close he is to hypercharge, but that's going to be a game changer. Probably would have it next round. He W keys. It's going to go down. Patchy's going to go down. Oh my god, 1v1 situation. Mina versus Sans. Now, Tacos and Sans, I don't know who wins this.
If it came to really late, Sans maybe have the favor. He has also a TP close that's going to give him a bit of shield.
Dude,
also, the shield
fight.
of Mina is not going to defend anything from the super of Sans, right?
No ammo. Oh no, Sans. I think Sans made the wrong option. I think Sans made the wrong option. Kava, thank you for the follow. Because he used Gadget. I feel like he should have waited. Because he wasn't going to get it back for another like 15 seconds.
They lose this game, and he wanted to secure it for sure.
Sans all alone on this right-hand side.
Thank you for the follow. Thank you for the follows. Gotta go. No problem, Christian.
Up and down, waiting for
any
opportunity to strike. STMN have done a good job
RT lost. I don't know how. Like that's a weird one to play though.
Walking cane or hypnotized
okay, he does have hypercharge though. Keep that in mind. Sans does have hypercharge. This is huge.
With the heals. Pain has a complete chance of staying alive in that moment.
You got super.
Now Pachi have super. Sans have hypercharge. It's really easy for KD.
It is hard to lose this with a RT hypercharge. Now if Meepo does, okay, he uses it at the correct time too, but he's going to trade out. Oh my god. Bobby has hypercharge as well.
He's going to get no value out of it.
Pain uses it, I think, a little bit too early.
The gadget. In the meantime, Stamina also exhausts one of their valuable resources. They can no longer walk their walls.
Patchy W keys. Bobby goes in and gets deleted. There's no way. Did he not
ultimately fall? STMN with a nasty steal.
Yeah, that was a really
oh my goodness.
By
Jeb, thank you for the follow. Thank you for the follow.
And he wasted everything literally to defend him. He got the kill. And Guerrillas.
Lim, thank you for the follow. What in the world? I swear they sold that. I swear they played that wrong.
Chaotic agents, to say the least, there, and Stamina.
Alex, thank you for the follow. Jameson, thank you for the follow, guys.
About how they played the game. It feels like
Sans sold. Maybe he did. Dude, that was bad. I think they had so much utility there to win that game. How can you lose that with an Ollie hypercharge? In the end game, they had RT hypercharge, Ollie hypercharge through that round.
Having this is always good for
and Gray hypercharge, Patchy W key. Yeah. Did he go too early?
As we said before, we want to see as many sets as we can possibly see. And I feel like this one is even closer than what we just seen from Tribe Gaming versus Team Electros. So as you said rightfully, Kenny, we finally got a game on our hands. And what a game it was. Also in this set, we see some highlights once more. Bobby had some great plays here with the Ollie Techers. Really good on that Mina, the two aggressive brawlers.
Sold the RT hyper.
This match is finally warranted.
Pop hyper too early. Ollie hyper got no value. Yeah.
Of course, our choice on the
it did get no value.
But on the other end, still some good stacks. You
or did he not even?
Really even. I mean, Bobby
did he pop it and didn't even use it? Because I thought he did pop it and wasted it.
Rounds where Tacos just pushes them over the edge. In a
way
game
too aggressive
like
with
this,
Gray.
I felt like it was really interesting.
I guess you can say that, but like they kind of took Patchy on this team to play that aggressive role sometimes. So yeah, maybe he does need to tone it back a bit, but his aggressiveness is part of why he's there.
I actually think that Meeble rage quit, the gadget that stuns you.
If you watch Bobby talk, Bobby says that Patchy is the kind of guy that they needed to go and take the space or make the space so they could go and take the space. So like Patchy will go in and aggro and initiate fights and do that kind of thing. Use the hyper and didn't super icy. Sanjos, thank you for the follow.
And he's trying to hold that team on his back, I think. And
Larry would be good. We'll see the draft.
We're heading over to
but usually Larry wouldn't
now,
be good
and
on
that's
this
where
map.
it's
Actually,
all about mid control. So
I don't know. I don't think so.
With some decent area coverage. With Crow out of the way, I think Otis is the next best choice here. It might even be better, honestly. Otis is just super good into any tank, so definitely a solid third pick.
Like they're gonna
really
draft Ash here.
covers the area and gives you that mid control. Pinel punt. Yeah, is that map. If you have mid control, you basically already
Otis, pretty safe.
Yeah, I mean, probably we're going to see that.
It's hard to draft into an Otis. You kind of just want to outrange him.
Something that helps you to get the mid, right?
You can actually go Poco, so they banned Poco. Poco is banned,
so they will need to find.
That's actually a very good counter to Otis because
we see the Mina already. But we need something that helps to grant them to keep the mid, because Mina is really good at granting. That's dash and they put the shield, but you need something to come next on your back to keep the.
Dude, I haven't seen Glover pick at all.
Based on the bans that went down too, we're running out of the standard aggressive options because Mortis and Kenji are certainly two of them.
I don't know much about
the other one.
I don't think Pinnacle punts in the ranked scene, so I don't really know.
Not sure it's going to come in here necessarily for KDS, but especially with Otis out of the way, it does allow STMN a little more access to that. Still playing options though, so I think this is going to be a lot of contrasting ideas from both sides. That's a very control-oriented composition. If I've ever seen
Rush, it could be that the pros aren't as comfortable enough with his comps yet that they're not using them yet. Eurydica, thank you for the follow. X, thank you for sharing the live. Period, thank you for the follow.
Very good also at keeping
maybe
that
Buster.
area control. And as you said, Pedro, Mina can get you the area, but Mech can actually hold onto it. Maybe they're going to follow up with something to support her even more. The longer Mech can actually stay
Amber
in her
could
mech,
actually
the
be a
better.
shout
So following
here,
up with something
no?
like
Oh,
that,
wait, no. Mina counters Amber
would
pretty
help
bad,
her a
doesn't she?
ton. Now on the right hand side, we already have the Otis. Pierce still left open here.
Mo.
Shelly.
We've been seeing Mo
but of
get
course,
picked a good
something
amount.
completely different.
Thank you.
Mo,
Background is good.
also
Appreciate
brawler
you.
we've seen quite often on Brawl Ball today because he's again one of those flex
Aggro's
brawlers.
what you want on the map,
Yeah,
but
it's
there's
really
some
flex,
aggro.
and also it's already a goal condition. It's really important in this meta that there is a lot of hyper out of abilities that it's kind of easy to defend the goal.
Buzzy
You
good
have those tools to get the kills, get the pressure to
Probably
make
not
those goals.
because Mina's attack
like,
just
possible.
dodges her.
Part
Dodges
of
the buzz
composition
super.
building in Brawl Ball, especially.
And you
You
can't finish
need
killing
those
some
goal
Meg
scores, and I think
because,
having Mo as a little flex option there is
what's it
nice.
called, the
Buster,
explosion
one that
star
I
power, and
definitely
also
didn't
Buzz is
expect.
very
Any
meta
intuition
in
here,
this
any gut
pro
reaction to
scene.
that.
I mean,
They
I'm
opt for a
loving it because,
Buster.
yeah, we can see
I don't-
completely different approach to the
No,
same map.
I mean, they needed
we
a
see
tank.
this stamina full aggro, and we are gonna see so really good synergy, right? Once Mo had the super, Buster is gonna come behind.
What if we see a Glober,
Otis is able to mute someone long range, Mo is gonna jump.
Okay,
And
Spike,
in the
I
other
did not
side,
know
we
Spike
have
was open.
KDS full
Yeah,
traditional.
Spike,
We
bro.
have this
Yeah, Alex, you
Meg
saw that. I did
and
not know
Spike.
Spike was.
Mina
Spike is
obviously
so
is a
free.
new brawler,
You
but
gotta
I
go
think
Spike.
that
I don't know
kind of
why
playstyle
Spike wasn't
where
actually picked
make
earlier.
just
I'm
space
surprised.
for others just to hold them up.
And once again, that's something we see so often from
The
this
thing is,
roster.
though,
They stick with the
I
good
still
old
like
proven brawlers,
Stamina's
Spike
draft
and Meg
more.
here. And then maybe in the past it was a Mortis. He's banned out though, so now they're going to go with Mina. Another one of those brawlers that can go in aggressively.
I still like
easily
Stamina's
and
draft
can
more.
get out
I
of
think
danger.
that,
so even though they don't have any heals on their cup,
Otis is gonna
it's
have a
actually
game here.
well-rounded.
Oh wait, thank you for the
Yeah,
follow.
I mean, sure. Let's see who is able to win this
Colt free now.
playstyle matchup. But I'm gonna go with Stamina. I think they have much more tools. They have more chances to go.
Yeah, that's what
die,
I'm thinking
go,
too.
die,
They've got
and maybe
more
if they
goal
just need
scoring
two of them to work,
potential.
right?
Buster, a really unique
Okay,
option
but
here,
Sans
one
gets
at
a great
professional
kill on
level.
Pain.
It was always, to some degree, it feels like a round. I just didn't expect to see him on something like a Brawl Ball. Bobby going to be pioneering this Meg pick. Sans the
Juan
aggressive
Carlos
ball
can't hit a
on the
shot, though.
left-hand side. Tacos
Bobby's
gets a
weaving.
takedown. Now with the reflective shield, will back those boots off. Sans just going to have to retreat.
Yeah, obviously KDS is gonna have much more tools.
I'm telling you, you guys have more range with that first Mina, first
this
two
is not
combo
about,
Mina shot than you
Hudson,
think,
right?
bro.
It's
It's
not
actually
controlling
a
the mid, it's about
decent amount of
making
range.
goals. Stamina is gonna defend really good, so
Look
they
at
just
it,
need one
Sans
chance to
is
go
right
aggro
there.
to get the goal, and then suffer the rest of the game.
They sent Tacos straight at Sans. It's a great decision. It's now Pain.
Pain can score here.
And he's going to follow it as well.
Wow.
But dishes it
Can't
out
score
immediately.
there.
A little bit of fumbling there as now Sans is able to grab it completely. They moved it over to the left-hand side. And instead of Stamina with mid-control and the ball in their possession, it's just immediately gone to the blue side.
Yeah, I mean, Stamina is gonna lose the control.
Sans
at
gets
some
muted.
Point. They are holding it for so long, actually.
Grabs ball and
but
gets
they-
it
at
out,
some
but
point they
goes
will
down
lose
in the
it, and
process.
they are gonna
Bobby
suffer
trying to
the
make a
whole
push
game.
up the right with
Stamina is
hypercharge.
gonna suffer
Here comes
composition,
Patchy, pops
and they
hypercharge
have
as well.
the
Did he
moment
patch
to
it too?
go on.
Wow.
Patchy, maybe
So I guess
overdoing it
Patchy
a
didn't
tad.
have
Just
to
wanted
use
make sure that
hypercharge,
they're
but when it's
going in. It looked
confirmed
like
the
hypercharge
goal,
super
and
going
I mean, I
out.
guess they
That's
got the
a lot
goal,
of
so it is
utility
what it
wasted.
is, but
Yeah, I mean, this is a moment where you don't
oh,
wanna be
hold
like,
on. Sans
KD oh,
can't
Sans
just
went
walk
for the
in
goal,
there.
but
I don't
he
think he
could
could have
have
just gotten that.
even
I don't
shoot
think he
and
could have just
dash
gotten that.
and went for the goal that he wanted to, again, passive draft, passive comp.
Yeah, even if he shot and dash, I
But it's
think
a
one of
really
those
good
Otis
decision.
projectiles
Yeah,
is hitting
it was a
and going
borderline
down.
call. I think 800 HP would have been one tap to any of those brawlers. The pull going on to Patchy, he barely stays alive. This is big for KDS. We're going
Okay,
to
but
dash
then that's
forward.
not the
Pain
move
has
either,
to
though.
toss the super just to stay up. Juan Carlos playing goalkeeper will dump this ball off to Tacos, and now a cutoff
Might
on
as
that
well have gone
left-hand
for the
side.
opportunity.
Somehow, Otis staying alive. Pain dishing out damage on the bottom right hand, and Stamina have climbed their way out of spawn.
Yeah, the Pain is making
had to
a
confirm
lot
that
of
kill
time
on
there. I
Pain.
know it's going to be enough. But,
Bobby
with the
actually
hypercharge,
gets
he
muted,
used
but
the
see,
mecha
wow,
dot,
look at that. Like, you
but
get
Tacos
out of that
alone,
form,
Tacos
and then you're
will either
immediately
do the hit
unmuted.
or either die.
Once again, a team wiping. KDS with ball in hand. Will
All right,
just
who wins this
pocket.
OT
Patchy
comp?
gonna
So-
ensure that not a single member of that red roster
I think
touch it.
actually
He's taking a full
KDS
victory lap down to the bottom left-hand side, while the other two deal
has
with
it better
the
in
brawlers.
OT.
Pain without a super, can't stretch the map. KDS,
And they
once
still have-
they
oh
had
wait,
that
no, it's not going to
1-0
OT.
lead,
It's
it was
literally the
all
game. They didn't
about
even
the
score.
kills. They just never
Very nice.
really
This
wanted
reminded you to
give
upgrade
another chance
Meg.
at Marchington.
Yeah, I mean, KDs know what
Meg
he
is
needs
like
to do.
good,
They
but not.
lucky,
I would
not
say
lucky,
she's
but
B
they did
tier.
really good to
Meg is
score
like
that
B
early
tier.
goal that
Boy,
maybe
thank you
was
for the
not
follow.
expected. And once you can score the goal with this comp, you need to hold. So I
Meg
think
not doing
Stamina
shit.
need to try to
No, the
cut
Meg is fine.
at least the control of the ball, sometimes if you can suffer, but if the ball is on your corner or whatever, you can do that time to find your chance and your
I think that stamina needed to use the utility better, and I think they had some pretty messed up, pretty big mess ups, like right there, Pain.
Last time it was an even
Overextended, just got absolutely shredded by the Meg. I think they're forgetting how big long Meg's range is.
2v2 situation as Tacos will be forced to use a super. Bobby pops out of the Meg. Get to the ball first. It is Bobby. He clings onto it and is able to waltz on in. So an early lead this time in less than 30 seconds for the blue side.
Yeah, they are doing that. It looks really easy. Buster is suffering so much in this game. I didn't expect him to suffer so much against this team. But, I mean, what can I say? There's a lot of HP, a lot of damage, a lot of aggression, and that's the goal, and that's the set for KDS. And we have the 2-1 on the game already.
Well, I'm slowing down on my popcorn eating. This is a tough situation. It was looking so good here. We were finally getting a treat of a match.
Shouldn't
with
have gone
KDS
mouse.
making quick work of STMN.
I don't know if it was like the pick. I feel like they played it wrong. I don't know.
Overall, the large eagle's eye view of these teams,
nice
it
pressure,
feels like
great
STMN have some unique drafts. They're not afraid to get strappy with it. But KDS playing the much older style Brawl Stars, the SK Gaming Brawl Ball that you kind of pioneered back in the day, right? I think that's something that casual players and pro players won't necessarily be aligned on. You won't see it with your bad randoms.
Alright, so we need to
KDS,
see
once they got
this
a lead,
next round.
they're not trying to force the ball in the net. They are ensuring that STMN never get a chance at it. And once they had a lead, they never let go. Unfortunately for STMN in that game number 2, it was just so dominant from KDS, they were able to shut it down in about 45 seconds.
Yeah, I thought that STMN had the cup as well.
Wins this one.
But
super excited.
Mina just makes a lot of pressure.
One team picking
and
some of
I don't
those
know. They were able to play really well.
Conventional brawlers versus Team Electros. That
sometimes these guys got their picks that they're really good with, and they're able to just def.
That's such an exciting grand finals. Still, if you win, it's going to be super nice as well.
Yeah, I have to say that.
That's how I was also saying, like, I think that the Mo was, they just played it a little bit wrong.
Playstyle, but they are being able to manage against the new ones, right? Against the aggro, against the surprises.
Mo is so niche. We've been seeing it played a lot today.
I'm loving this, yeah.
I can't believe you stole my popcorn, Kenny.
Look, you handed me the popcorn, and if I am told to eat on the casting desk, you rest assured, folks at home, I will deliver. I am a solid caster. Say what you want about the man, I can eat.
You want some too, Pedro?
No, I'm fine. I'm sad. Stamina is losing. I don't like this.
I'm sad Stamina is losing. I don't like
We're heading
this.
over to Double Swoosh now, another map where we...
Should you upgrade Finks? Yeah, Finks is really good,
and
actually.
we know Sandy Mid is one of those...
was he just chosen in the Brawl Ball?
Mo
was chosen in the Brawl Ball.
Might be able to see some stew here. Gus, some of these bowlers are just...
Alright, let's see. Sandy first pick.
And Sandy comes out of the game.
Wait, what is
right
this?
Away.
Hot zone?
See? I can do it too.
Double swoosh. Sandy first pick on double swoosh.
This
is so interesting. Sarah, thank you for sharing live.
I mean, double swoosh, Sandy's a really good flex.
They should add damage taken. Type stat? What do you mean by that, Los?
It's really good for...
You have every power 11 W?
For control, it's good for vision. You can play it
is Lou good in rank? Can be against like tank comps.
Really safe pick.
Walk, thank you for the follow.
KDS playing safe, playing don't risking anything expected from them.
So Sandy being picked up too. Now one of the brawlers that's been a little bit more popular this second weekend in Tara. I think gets shut down.
Otis
it's a little bit harder to run, but a lot of the times in Pro Brawl Stars, they're going to be using
Mortis. Wow, they go Mortis really quickly. So I'm expecting to see a Shelly. Bobby doesn't seem too happy about it.
They take Otis, who is typically anti-aggro.
I'm expecting to see a Shelly now.
That's where you're seeing it in combination.
Spiker actually double ban on this one, so KDS cannot pick him up here. Otherwise, he would also be one of those good old classics. KDS so far following that topic we talked about. Sandy has always been a super good brawler on a map like this one. Tara as well.
Rico is also open.
Those are brawlers that we usually see come in on that right-hand side. And
Tara.
Yeah, I mean,
yo, y'all need an answer for that, Mortis. I'm not gonna hold you.
This is the exact same draft we've seen for the last 3 years.
Yeah, but actually, it's kind of easy, right? You need to an anti-tank. What anti-tank are open? Spike. What all anti-tank are open, right? The Spike, Tara, and Shelly.
Tara's
the
not
Spike is banned, so 50-50. You go for the Tara.
Not these days. Maybe after you get
Ember and Spike are both banned out. Tara's the only logical option. Or you pick something like a Hank like yesterday, you know?
Ooh, don't tempt me with a good time now. If we saw a Hank coming out of KDS, that would be wildly different than the type of plays they've made today. Instead of it's a Charlie, I'm assuming this is for the cocoon into something like a Mortis.
Tara is, she's fine into Mortis with support, but it's not enough with how OP Mortis is, so they needed something else. Charlie is an answer. Charlie can work. Charlie can work. I was expecting them to take a Shelly with dash gadget and just like go crazy. Hercules, thank you for the follow. That's what EU's been doing. EU into Mortis, Shelly. Just Shelly and just annoy the Shelly the entire game. That's what we've been seeing from EU time and time again.
So they're not going to follow that good old draft that we are talking about, Pedro.
Shelly's good to Otis and Mortis, yes.
Pokemid?
Doesn't come in range here.
Not dead inventive.
I mean, I guess we'll see. They go the Poco.
Poco is going to help out that Mortis with his screeching solo star power. He also dishes out some damage. And honestly, on the other side, we don't have too much HP, so Poco should do just fine. I think
this is interesting. This is
interesting. A bit more range than Sandy, so that could come in handy.
Poco's great against them, yeah. I mean, destroys all of their spawnables.
You can put the Otis and pushing on the lane. We
Poco's great, great right now. Let's see who takes this one.
Chaotic, we can have that Mortis.
Main, thank you for the follow.
Have to do it. KDS
I think Poco was the pick. Well, I mean, we'll see how the Poco plays out for them. The Poco is going to prove to be really well. Do really well. Like, he can get rid of all the spiders, and he tarpes in one shot. Give Tacos a lot of room to move in. Tacos is, you may think he's just going into his side and he's charging super, bro. And once he gets that thing, it's going to be terrorizing.
They're actually playing Juan Carlos. I would say this is his most iconic.
Bobby, if Bobby doesn't have super, it's going to be Raps. And if Patchy doesn't have super, it's going to be Raps. And even with super, watch that gadget. That gadget by Tacos is going to get
not bad because you grant your lane, but in the other hand, you have Bobby full pressure on the mid, grabbing all the gems. So now you need to do a bit of combat.
Super going down for Patchy. Yeah, that is pretty funny. Suck up Tacos and get the elimination. Lots of hyper charges for KDS. They're going to be playing around this Tara one, especially. Thankfully for them, they have a lead. He'll just go ahead and exhaust it here. Could be potentially stealing all the
Stamina is just getting deleted.
Has to grab these and goes in, dives out immediately. I think New didn't have a chance at that. Bobby now going to cocoon an enemy as well. This is complete control for KDS.
Nice.
Yeah, I mean, Stamina have a lot
of Bobby doesn't have supers. Tacos has a super. Patchy does have a super.
Auto aim a bit even, and you will have super and Apex as so.
Nice, Sans keeping him back.
And now we are going Sans with the Uzi Sans.
Tacos misses 2 shots, 3 shots.
The other 2 teammates have already used the
Yo, Tacos, I'm not gonna lie, sold that. He missed 2 shots and a gadget. I think he would have team wiped right there and then gotten all the gems if he didn't do the miss. Bobby just has to stay alive now.
At least back down for now. 28 HP. He's clinging on.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he sold that.
Doing his best. Tacos just trying to find where Bobby is. But once again,
yeah, you can't reset. That's not going to be enough. All right, that was, yeah, I think the Mortis sold.
To a match point.
Yeah, I mean, they're playing really good, really together, really packed right as soon as they see the Mortis.
He, he had a whole progression where he dash, gadgeted, and missed all 3 somehow.
Minimum, so they get time, they get supers, they get hypers, and they just use it really good to keep the lead.
Never really felt like STMN were in that one.
It's Juan Carlos. What do you expect, bro?
Of those gyms. This time it's Kane, the first one to strike. Bobby will match.
No, it's Tacos, bro. Oh, I guess that. No, yeah, it's Tacos on the
right-hand side, trying to rely on this grasp. But the spawners are such a good tool to scout them out. And on top of that, Tora just naturally has so much vision with their regular shot.
Yeah, Tara has really good matchups against the Mortis. I think they should swap as soon as possible. Maybe they could even put the Poco on the.
Use gadget. I feel like you should also run the other gadget.
They can't even put the Mortis mid grabber.
The other gadget's so good.
Because if not,
you can dodge both Bobby and Patchy supers with the other lane.
Sans now able to put to sleep and lulls goodbye to Tacos. Still a gym count for KDS, but more importantly, they have completely shifted up to this 2-pronged indestructible. KDS are deep in enemy territories. STMN trying to expand. Now Sans dangerously close to dying. Juan Carlos there to strike. It looks like Patchy trying to cycle out those bats from Tacos.
Yeah,
Now he's healing off the Tara super. KDS just putting on a clinic.
I think they're just getting div.
Yeah, Juan Carlos now coming aggro on the left. They need to do something really different to make the difference here so they can really get the game
Bobby
back so they are not out because remember
has
that
5 gems hypercharge, almost a super again probably. Sans also is about to have super. Yep. Pops it down.
Now Sans to make up for this has to drop a hypercharge Sandstorm just to make sure they can stay afloat. Juan Carlos popping a gadget, questionable decision to dive in, but at least it burns the clock a little bit more. It's allowed Mortis to respawn. Pain can comfortably sit on this right-hand side, but KDS know exactly where they are.
Yeah, I mean, Tacos went aggro, tried to make a bit of time. He gave gems to the team, right, making some pressure, but now Bobby have the hyper.
Oh my goodness.
He got Cocoon, and after the Cocoon, he didn't die. That was crazy, Kenny.
That was overkill and a complete whip at that as well. Tacos with a pop-off play. It's him in pain, who KDS have to keep their eyes on. Up the middle of the map they go. Sans relying on the invisibility here.
All right, they're just going to stay alive.
Now Creature of the Night will stay
got hypercharge. Yeah, that's right.
It was beautiful. Amazing.
Redemption. Mortis heard y'all facts.
Probably this month.
Yeah, that. I'm asking myself.
ENZ, thank you for the
a
follow.
one-time thing, or they are able to repeat it again? Because on the paper,
Mortis
they
hurt
don't
y'all,
seem
yeah,
like they can
yeah.
win this map too much. But yeah, if they do these kind of things, they are able to.
It's amazing what good gameplay can do. Despite how a draft looks, despite how things go down on paper, that is not how Brawl Stars is played. Tacos, a little bit of magic, trying to keep STMN alive. But right now, all of a sudden, it's looking like a little juice in the veins.
Okay, hold on.
Taking 3 gyms.
Yo, STMN has mad space right now.
On their side.
This is a completely different game, right? The Stamina decides to go.
Tacos takes him out too. He's gonna W.
Oh!
Oh!
A bit, Pain can get some games, and they get much better early game.
Wow, just confidence surging through this team. I mean, Katie.
Oh my gosh!
Able to move a muscle. They're going to be dropping a gadget just to get a little visibility. Pain immediately meets them with a fat splatter. Taco's right hand side this time can't be a star playmaker, and KDS have to take advantage.
Tacos
they have a sandstorm
cooked them,
down
bro.
at the enemy brawler. Juan Carlos keeps himself alive, gets a frag on top of that as well. Forget being a support brawler, he's getting kills.
Yeah, I think they just decide to go do a completely different strat, right? Maybe they were too afraid to feed, but they were feeding anyway. So it was, and probably they decided, okay, we are feeding, at least we're getting the kills back.
Tacos, a man to watch, does have the bats available.
Tacos is just going in.
Brawlers
W
now
King,
dives
he gets
in.
the
Okay,
kill. He's able
protect
to get
himself as well.
out.
Sands going for the purple button just to try and make a little bit of contact, but can't. Juan Carlos
Yeah.
there to protect his teammate.
Looks like they've
He
secured
gets
it.
the elimination.
Okay, hold on. We got a double hypercharge coming from
playmaker.
KDS coming up the mid.
Super available.
Bobby's
He sees
giving
Pain
Patchy
with a
comms
striking
saying, oh, he's there, he's
distance.
there, he's there.
Barely
They're going to be able to
clasped onto
pull,
a
but they're not going to be able to
Pain.
finish the kill.
Does
And it's going to
tiptoeing
be
his
over.
way to the back lines. There will be no
Whoa.
heist today. Instead, it's
Whoa, 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 whoa.
matching KDS.
Ale, thank you for the follow.
Going to 5.
Tacos locked
Yeah,
in,
that
yes.
was crazy. The paper, they
Just
should
retweeting
not
a
have
couple
win this
episodes
game,
right now.
but
Absolutely.
this was all about the skill diff, right? They make this kill, they get these gens back from the enemy, and at the end was, I mean, this
Holy Oda super, Bobby Miss super. Yeah,
two hypercharge, not only one, two hypercharge, and the previous
It gives
game
us another
was
set, guys. It
insane.
gives us another set.
We're going to set 5. We're going to set 5. I'm so
See?
happy,
See?
honestly. Stamina is waking up, and they are making it a super close game. What we were asking for all day long, really. KDS already looked like they can walk away out of the semi-final with a 3-1, moving on into the grand final. But Stamina had something to say against it, Kenny.
Really impressive stuff. I think my biggest takeaway is what you said. This really felt like
What is
the
next?
mechanical side shining, not necessarily the
We
draft
got
strategy. Look at
set 5.
Tacos.
We're going to see what map it is. We're about to see in like a minute
Overkill,
here.
though, at the beginning. I think there is a little
does
bit
anyone
maybe
know
of
what
a
map it
miscom
is
'cause they dropped
for
a
set
Charlie
5?
Cocoon and a super from Tara. If one of those two
The counter
don't
picks
go
fail.
down,
I was
that
telling you, Mortis is
interaction probably
OP,
completely
bro.
changes.
Like, he goes and he will get your
It would be
gems,
actually
man.
the opposite. You just wait a bit, talk with your teammates. Remember, you have
Like,
teammates.
he
you
will
need to talk.
dive in on you.
Like you, coach.
Die
Yeah,
and
coach.
die and die, but he
Tara
will get
pulls,
his super and he'll
then
get his
everything
hyper.
is
And when
broken,
he
so
does,
chat
he
is
dashes
perfect
in
to
and
hit
presses the
Cocoon.
purple button and the
Just
yellow
hit
button.
first the
And the team wipes your
easy
team.
skill shot, then hit the hardest later.
Tacos did a really good job on that. Mortis got the most kills, good DPS stats.
Should
but
have
in the
gone
end,
Shelly.
as
I
you
think
just
Shelly
said,
would have been
it all
good.
comes
Like,
down
Shelly
to
would have been a
teamwork.
direct counter for
Communication
Mortis.
was
Like,
really,
Shelly
really good,
one pumps
on
Mortis in the
their
face.
end. Even though Tacos might
Carlos
have
has
had
a
the
makeup
most
filter
kills,
on him?
he was
What?
actually not the one that I was looking at the most from that roster.
I don't know what that means,
Who was
Jenna.
it for you? Because for me, I just feel like that pop-out play was unbelievable.
Is Juan
I
Carlos
noticed
using a
direct
filter?
from
I gotta
guys,
look.
but
All right, hold on.
Tacos
Let's see.
stand
Let's see.
there.
We need to see Juan Carlos on the
yes,
camera
that
again.
pop-up play was really important. Poco
can
almost
go
never
back.
went down there. That's
It first the easy.
Super from you said this really felt super from Tara. If one of those two
Where are you
don't
guys
go down,
seeing this?
That interaction probably completely cocoon. Little overkill though at the beginning. Strategy. Look at that. Away is what you said.
not walk away. We were all, is 5. We're going to set 5. I'm so happy, honestly. Stamina is waking up, and they are making it.
Where was it?
Two hypercharge, not only one.
Sands and
Two
Bobby.
hypercharge, and the previous game,
Patchy.
the was insane.
We're going to set 5. We're going to set 5.
Is that one-
I'm
I
so
don't
happy,
see-
honestly. Stamina is waking up, and they are
After
making it a
replay?
super close game. Can walk away out of the semi-final with a 3-1. Moving on.
No,
to
thank you for the
grand
follow. Thank you
final,
guys for the
but
follows. Hold
Stamina
on.
had something
We're trying to
say
see this
against
filter
it.
on Juan.
Really impressive
On
stuff. I think my
I said
biggest
Juan
takeaway
Carlos?
is what you said. This really
Yes,
felt
everybody
like
watched it, Tay.
the mechanical side shining. Overkill though at the beginning. Look at that play out of Tacos.
Maybe it's here.
Unbelievable. A little overkill though at the beginning. I think there was a
No
little bit
fist
maybe
bump.
of a miscom because they dropped
Mercy,
a
thank you for
Charlie
the follow.
Cocoon
Super, thank you for the
and
follow.
a super from Tara. If one of those two don't go down, that interaction probably completely changes.
Yeah, I would do actually the opposite.
Where's
You
the
just wait a
filter?
bit, talk
Oh,
with
here.
your teammates, remember you have teammates. You need to.
I didn't see a
Just
filter
go.
on his face.
Like you, coach? Yeah, you,
I didn't see a filter on his face,
Tara
guys.
pulls and then everything is broken, so the Charlie is closer, easy to hit the cocoon. Just hit.
All right, we're going back live. I'm not gonna lie, I don't know what you're talking about. They're drafting and shooting star.
I imagine it's because it's banned a ton. It's something that pro players have certainly
There's a
prioritized.
filter. Look at his
and
eyes.
I feel like they must remove on this map. So for this 2-3 turn, an important one for
his
STMN,
eyes are showing
they
through
have
his
to find a way
hair.
to match Pierce. It is a great brawler.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I think this is a good
He has makeup on? What?
That hard counters this Pierce on top of that.
All right, hold on. Let's see. Shooting star, they go Pierce first pick. RT into it. What else are they going to go? Something with spawners.
Still, you don't really
This is
stop the
shooting
Pierce,
star.
right? So you need a bit more. Even you go super aggro or you go another more pure sniper like a gas. But now with Dirty, you are kind of for. If you
Mina's
go the gas,
banned
then
too for the
your
movement
mid is all
for
about the last
it.
pick.
Mortis banned
So,
too for the
but can be
movement
a
for
good- a
it.
good start,
Kaze
right? I
banned.
go these
Bro,
lanes,
did they want?
What?
They were asking to
They're
get
just
Pierce.
going to go with
Then
two
they're gonna go
safe
Spike.
options back to back. You can't go wrong with RT or Spike, but they don't
Patchy
really
looks like
address
Kirk.
Pierce
Oh
on
my
the other
God.
side at all. You
When does
mentioned
Navi play? Not
those
today. They're
aggressive
not in this
picks.
region.
Usually what we see here is like Kaze, Mina, or Mortis. I do see them on my screen, but
This
not
is
in the
NA,
pick face
yeah.
color.
But is this shooting stars? Yeah, it must be, but what
No,
is
it
that
is.
Spike?
Where are the
Yeah, I
QR
think
codes?
Maybe as a mid
Facts.
can work, but the way you can put
Where are our
Harl,
QR codes?
Harl, like,
What is Tribe
it has
playing?
so many counters.
Tribe got
Spike, for now,
bounced.
obviously it's really early on the draft. Don't
Fortunately,
counter
they
it.
got cooked.
Oh, and Jay Young coming
Doing
out
well.
there too. Certainly not something I
Bobezka, thank you for
suspected. I
asking.
mean, support brawler that's been good in previous metas, but hasn't shown up much at all this weekend.
Yo, okay, Jay
Just,
Young. So there was a draft
like,
earlier
completely
where I
opposite
saw
to
a Nani
Goss or
pick,
Byron
and
that
I
has
thought
shown
I
up
think they
quite
lost still,
often. We did not
or
see
the
Jay
Nani
Young
team won or
this
whatever.
often.
But I
You're right
think
with
that the other
Kevin.
team could have
Does
picked the
still come
Jay
out here.
into the
8-bit
Nani.
is going to be the brawler
Because
of
Jay's
choice.
movement's very
Also
good in the
an old
Nani, helps the
classic,
team out. I
but
think
not
they ended up
something
going
we-
like something
we saw in
Kaze, but I
Shooting
think
Star
Jay Kaze would have been
quite
really
some
good.
time.
But I don't know.
For a good reason.
Jay is it's very
They
niche.
have-
Jay's
they
not
don't have a much
common.
synergy, though. The Jay Young can speed up a
He's
bit
very
the
underwhelming
AP, so
right
he
now.
can get on
He's getting a
under
buff,
position
though.
A bit earlier. But
I think
it's
it's
a
only a
weird
health buff,
combination
though.
that
I'm not sure.
We don't see too much. I'm still waiting. What's the plan with the Spike?
No telling.
Yes,
I
Jay
mean, the
Young,
light
Jay
plant maybe
Young.
was the thought into something like
Oh,
a
they go
Pierce,
it-
but to match that, they just bring in a ton
I'm
of
sorry,
different
chat.
ways. And now a
I'm
Sprout,
not
I believe Reddy called him an F-tier brawler
understanding
earlier, but this was one of those specific situations
What just
where I think
happened?
it's
And
just
now it's a
crazy enough
free
that it might
Sprout
work.
game. It is a absolute butt naked free Sprout
Okay,
game.
that's nice of you.
Bobby's going to have
I
to
do prefer
somehow
taking over Sprout
work his
simply
way up.
because it can survive a bit better. So Sprout is going to struggle with that Jay Young.
Struck with the Jay. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's the
but now
only
that
thing.
means
But
that the
even then,
Spike is
bro,
in the
you've
lane.
got a paint. You've
I'm
got a
pretty
spike
sure.
shooting at him.
No, Sprout's surely going to still play mid.
And Spike on the open against
I think
Pierce?
you can tell, dear viewers, that we are confused by this draft. So let's just head straight
Okay,
into the
if
game and
Bobby
actually see
can
what
dodge
they're doing.
everything,
If confused,
if
I'm
Bobby
allowed
can
to be
dodge
confused,
every,
so are
okay,
you
Patchy,
folks
I
at
guess
home. The
is playing
extra
the
speed
Jay.
to
So
go
Patchy
for
can
Blue
dodge
Star. So
everything.
Jay Young
They
already
get the
off to the races, making sure they grab that one. Carlos now establishing control in the mid. So KDS going for an immediate defense approach. They're going to be back down. But the one thing we've seen from 8-Bit, if he can get a turret on the ground, being on the defensive side doesn't phase him too much.
Yeah, right. They got the blue. Now they need to retreat.
So
because
the
it's
thing is,
naturally, right, the team that have
if
the,
STMN gets to kill the game, though.
not the lead is gonna be the one pushing. I don't know how hard can Spike push on a Pierce.
Finally,
Spike, sorry.
finally in a set 5 for the day. People have
Oh, they're gonna take some
clamoring
pressure
for it.
here.
I know Sunny
Tacos
is
hit some
every
good shots.
weekend,
He's getting
and she
some
needed
good
one
marks.
Badly, STMN and KDS certainly providing some entertainment. Unique drafts alongside it as well. Juan Carlos rocking this Sprout, something I didn't
Another
expect
tap.
to see. Out of all brawlers that you would utilize to go grab a blue star, Jay Young in this current
Patchy
meta
hitting some
certainly wasn't that
dodges.
for me either.
Patchy W King.
Yeah,
Patchy
it's
W
true-
King.
it's true that
He is able to get a kill, the Jay
Jay got the
Young.
kill, but he was suffering a bit because they didn't have a wall breaker to break the right, so the Sprout can have a really good push. And Spike
guys.
is coming
Nice.
towards the areas.
Good tap by Bobby.
This should be an easy kill for KDS.
Nice, good finish by
They do
Sands.
grab
They're
it.
up, they're up.
As Coach Pedro demanded, now a little
just
Sprout
in a
wall
corner.
going up, Castle being built, Bobby having to work
Good heals
alongside
from
it,
Patchy.
Patchy cycling in heals, a lot of supers.
Bobby
going
can't
down.
get
This
out.
one of those
It's
shots
okay, they're
where
still
it
up
will
3
be a
stars in the
takedown
blue.
For STMN, the largest bounty they could possibly ask for. Patchy has the blue. He's a support brawler. He doesn't have the easiest way to defend himself against something like a Sprout. They need to find a way to work him towards that lane.
Yeah, I mean, we see Patchy.
Thank you for the follow.
Sprouts over and
Last
over
day.
everywhere. Sans is going to suffer a bit everywhere he
11.
is because in this position where you are in the back,
W.
you are going to suffer a bit. If you manage to have a turret on the left, maybe don't, but with a
You
turret,
picking
it's going to
8-bit
be
every game?
a
I don't understand the 8-bit picks.
All defense for
Joe, thank you for the
KDS.
follow.
8
Fun.
stars on their
Dude,
noggins,
thank you for the
but
follow.
low HP, can't push forward.
Sultan,
Now
thank you for the
Patchy looking
follow.
for a cutoff. 310 HP is all that's keeping Juan Carlos alive. Makes one tap, needs a second.
Oh my
though.
gosh.
It's a trade, but
Okay,
four
so
stars is
yes,
enough
KDS
of a
takes the first
separation.
game.
KDS
Can they
sitting
take
a
the
little
second
more
one?
comfortably now that they're on match point.
Or is this going to
Yeah,
go
I mean,
to a
we are gonna see the same game
all
once
on
again,
one
but
game
we're gonna get the
scenario?
from a big pack. Then
And
it's
Golf, thank
all
you for the
about
follow. Layvals, thank you for the follow.
the
Jay,
matchup.
thank you for the
It's a
follow.
really good
Appreciate you
matchup.
guys.
The Legion with the pick and dodge a bit, get you. If you get
Who's
great
my
enough,
favorite
because
player?
Whoever is gonna get the kill, you need to be careful. But you
Rosemary,
still,
how are you, bro?
Juan Carlos is the one that make the difference here for stamina.
Once again, Patchy
Hi,
will
Jay.
hustle up the middle of the map.
Maybe the
grab
Jay was
that
smart.
blue
Well, Jay's
star,
great. Okay, so
KDS
Jay is
right
good
back on the
into the
defense.
archy projectiles because it's harder for
Bobby
him
in the long range,
tacos to
looking
hit him.
for interaction with
And then
that life plant.
Pain,
Great
it's easy,
position
obviously,
shot
for
bars, but
Patchy
Pierce
to
is going
dodge
for that quickly. Oh, and now Pain taking a lot
spike,
of damage, slowed down. The
uh,
super in comes as
curveball,
well. Bobby
and
just
also
making
easy
light work
to
of that
dodge
left-hand
the
lane.
sprouts. So Jay has a very good game.
That the Spike is gonna
It's just Jay's very underwhelming in terms of damage, so it's hard
Bobby
for
now
him to
have
get kills.
if Spike get the wall that he's putting now, that
He
now
also
got the
gives
wall, now he
Sand
can
some extra
put a
speed
bit more
as
of
the 8-bit.
pressure. But as soon as Patrick get one slow, it's gonna be another kill.
I can see the disappointment on your face. You are definitely a coach at heart, but now STMN have a chance. Finally in positioning on this left-hand side. Bobby can't shoot around walls. They're trying to pin him on that side. Juan Carlos has a super available, trying to cut off all the enemies. Bobby will have to dash for the right-hand side. Little extra speed from Patchy. A nice juke as well.
Patchy's
Super going
gonna
down. Just getting a heal,
die.
being out as well. How is Patchy surviving this? Oh, 50 HP. Surely Juan Carlos just goes for
Oh
it.
my
Finally
god.
falls.
The
STMN
fact
first
that
lead of the
Patchy
set.
was
Yeah, because
alive
they
for
lead-
that
now
long.
they're gonna be the one coming back a bit.
KDS way too
Maybe the
good.
strat was
We'll
about
see
getting
if
the
they
lead
can
and
pull this one
doing
out.
something different. I don't know. Let's see. Maybe in the walls.
Layvals, thank you for the follow.
Spike can do a really good job, but they are not even retreating too much. No, they don't want to be on the corner. They don't want the KDS to have too much space, so they are for now holding the mid.
Juan Carlos completely shuts Sands down.
Patchy's
on
getting
the right
tapped.
side. Tacos will be waiting for
They're gonna have to break and get a kill here. Or this is going to a game 5.
Juan Carlos with 3 stars in the head. Certainly somebody that KDS have to grab.
Patchy trying to W keep it. He can't. He gets tapped too many times. Bobby gets pushed back by Spike, and Sands goes down to Tacos.
Plenty of cushion left. Red roster sitting pretty. 4
It's
stars
over.
ahead as Bobby has to find a way to maneuver around this hypercharge for Tacos just for extra
All right.
insurance. We got what we were asking for all weekend long. Give us a set.
When is
5
East Asia
in
Game Theory
North
happen this month?
America. This one
I think. I'm
going
pretty sure.
at the maximum distance. STMN
Wait,
doubted
have
by
they?
many. KDS finally Bobby has the start to the
pretty sure
year
they
he's
did.
looking for. But he could have called it slightly early. Sure, round 1's nice. Quarterfinals is great, but if you have aspirations for a Brawl Talk, for a
YG
grand
really
finals to be the
without
first
filter?
of the year to take a dub, you have
What
to
you mean
get the
without
job done
filter?
here.
Yeah, and it's not only about team play this time. I think you all need to pop off skill. Bobby needs to tap that spike. Juan Carlos needs to touch and put the pressure once again really good. They all rely on the teammates, and I don't know if they're going to be able to get the kills again.
Shaky situation, but Juan Carlos in pain, working this left-hand side.
Okay, sounds good,
Patchy
Margaret.
once again, just hugging this little wall on the bottom side. Bobby now maneuvering.
What's
to
the
middle of
filter
map.
on
Tacos remains unmoved.
I gotta
Still
be. I
holding
gotta
down
just
the
be-
right-hand lane. Sands
just
really
gotta
hasn't
say
been too much of a factor, I would say, especially in that game number 2. They've really been able to cut him out. The sprawl wall, of course, a big part of that.
Yeah, KDS is swapping really good the lanes as soon
Euros,
as
thank you for the
is
follow.
trying to attempt an aggression. And on the right, Sans against Tacos is pretty much frozen. It's more about the 2v2 on the mid. Maybe Juan Carlos can get the kill, and
Ryan, thank you for the
he's in
follow.
a risky position, but
Packy, thank you for the follow.
Oh, that is devastating. You called it. Should have been a kill. Patchy
Bro
was dead
wants
to
filter.
rights, and somehow he escapes what should have been a still trap. Now he's dropping speed for his teammates. They're expanding. Certainly a little more confident than they were about 10 seconds ago.
I'm
it's
migrating.
true that still the objective for Stamina is Patchy, right? He still have
Ryan, thank you for the
two
follow.
on the
Pasky,
blue,
thank you for
so
the follow.
he's still enough to get the
Patchy's
win.
playing so
So
good, he's so good.
the objective of Stamina didn't change even that kill was made.
So same goal. Patchy with the blue star. This has to be Stamina's main priority. Gotta feel bad though. They could be the ones sitting on defense, a little more comfortable, and now they just have to fully press on offense.
Yeah, Juan Carlos, I don't know if he should play on
Third
the mid.
talker,
Maybe
thank you
he
for the follow.
needs to push
Benjamin,
on
thank you for the
lanes, and he needs to make the move right now.
STMN dropping a hypercharge. Bobby cut off on the left-hand side.
gotta
Oh,
hold.
he can't move a muscle. The heel's coming out from
15,
Patchy.
14,
Down he goes.
13,
1 star being
12.
the separator, but they're stuffed in the bottom of spot.
They're
Oh,
stuck.
nasty work out of
Sands,
Juan Carlos.
oh my
What
gosh,
on
oh!
earth did Patchy
Then he
do?
won! Patchy, you got a W key. No, it's over.
Goes down so close to a perfect start of the year for his squad. Instead, it is STMN shocking North America once again. A poetic grand finals ahead of us. Old guard versus new blood.
I have so many questions. I have so many.
Was there a filter?
How did that spike work? First question was not the win was not because of him, but how did work? how did Patchy hold alive so long on the right, and who died?
We have to see that in that replay, please. And Pedro, you mentioned how the Spike was suffering. KDS kept rotating Pierce onto Spike, and it was painful to watch.
Wow. Just wow.
What?
I mean, there were so many little interactions. Like, Patchy today has been an
That
unbelievable
is so
player,
weird,
especially playing
Margaret.
some unorthodox ones alongside that. How many times did we call out Patchy should have died? Look at this right here. 50 HP. Juan Carlos, of course, has him dead to rights. That's a moment where it didn't go well. But how many times did we see him?
This literally makes no sense.
There? It was so close. Literally.
I'm trying to
play
see what you guys are
wall,
seeing
this
here.
Sprout wall was what came in clutch. Nearly nasty work out of Sands to TP there in this little. Carlos, of course, has an in-game there. It was so moment where he died. Look at this right playing someone. There were so.
It was painful. KDS see that in that replay.
Live so long.
Let me look on this TikTok screen what you guys are talking about.
We have to see that in that replay, please. And Pedro, you mentioned how the Spike was.
I can't see his face.
How did Patchy hold alive so long on the right, and who died?
We have.
How did the Spike?
Look at the camera.
The finals ahead of us. Old Guard versus Nuka once again. A poetic grand finals. STMN shocking North America once again.
I can't even see it on my screen. I can't even see it on my screen.
To me.
All right, let's go back to live.
No, Sprout.
Okay.
To me, felt like the most impressive brawler. Pain in the end on.
All right,
that
you send it
Spike.
to
They
me.
have
I'm
actually
looking
the
right
most
now.
kills.
Yeah, we need to talk again about that pain, the spike of pain. He did the most damage. He did the most kills. I don't know if he was insane a bit, or maybe it was a problem of the enemies, because at this level you should be able to dodge the curveball a bit. You should be able to tap the spike a bit. I need to watch that again.
I think he has the most kills because those curveball shots.
I'm actually still
hit some
confused
of
at what you're
those
talking
opponents
about.
In the end, we want to have a look at our predictions. And Pedro, I mean, it was close in the end. I wouldn't
A bit visible.
put too much on your card there, but you actually were the only one correct with this one.
Yeah, I expected to them to have this weird playstyle that we saw, and that was gonna make the difference on this semifinal, and it did.
Now
I
we're
make
in
up.
finals. You're picking STMN once again.
Oh,
respect
it's just
the boldness out of
blurry.
you. If you show us up on your first weekend in predictions, just kudos to you. You can have the popcorn bowl. I don't think I deserve this right now.
This was also the grand final.
Around his
prediction,
eyes?
So, you're also the only one who went with stamina there. Also here, now we see Pedro actually won this one. Let's see if he also win the next one. I truly believe that this new fresh roster of Team Electros have what it takes. And you
Okay,
Yeah, I was rather confident with him. I think on event.brawlstars.com, I just had to pick them. It just felt right. And it's kind of along the lines of what I said earlier. I would rather
this
be
is extremely
early to
confusing.
pick them winning it all.
But
than
let's see
too
this
late
next game.
and watch them break out and regret it. I think this is a team that possibly could prove me right.
Marlon
Yeah, I think
Cobb, thank you for the
going
follow.
well. I was the last one, the only one picking stamina for finals. And
Yo, can you not spam the thumbs up,
I
please?
trust,
But
I
thank
trust.
you for the
I
thumbs
respect
ups.
it.
Let's have one more look also at our bracket of an.
And Nike, if you don't do that on
This
stream,
is
but
the
thank
season
you.
opener still. We're in February.
It was worth a try.
And,
Who's
yeah,
playing
Team
next?
Electros made it
Grand
through
final,
to the
Team
grand
Electros
finals.
versus STMN.
We predicted it to happen, but I'm
I
sure that
had
most people that
KDS
just
winning.
tuned in here fresh without any knowledge.
So
didn't think that Team
unfortunately,
Electros
that
would
did not
make it
happen.
all
And I
the
also had
way.
tried winning. That
Same
did not
goes
happen
for
either, so we're
Stamina.
cooked.
yeah, I mean,
Chat,
it's
we're
a
cooked. How long will
surprise
stream
of the
be until the
final.
grand final's over?
At least for me, in the games of Electros, this
Yuppie
new
and Poof,
kids
Yuppie
came
and Shy Poof.
really strong. They're gonna give everything to win, right? When you have this anger to show.
Electros, you want
It's insane,
Electros? I
But
want.
I think I have this belief that when you are this rookie, you cannot have this success
Either.
too
I don't really
early.
care, honestly.
So I think that in long
You gonna
term, it's
try
not
the stamina?
what you need. Maybe the ego can
Fair.
hit hard. Maybe then when you lose,
Let's
you
see what
don't
happens
know
here.
how to manage
We got
that
3 minutes
failure.
until the next one. Go to the
So
bathroom,
I
get a
think
drink.
I'm not gonna win.
Whatever it may be.
and
If
think
I
the best is
Go
that
get another
they
coconut
go.
water. Is that bad?
I love how you
How
put
do you
it
see
there.
predictions?
This
Go to the
Edgar,
website,
they
click the home
showed
button,
us,
and click see
really showed up in
predictions.
that match previously as well as both of
Wait,
those teams
did
now
Zemp
really
play?
want
Zemp
to win.
did
They
play. I
proved us
believe they
today,
lost.
that they really want to win. And Ready proved us once
Yo,
more
thank
that
you so
he
much,
is
Casper. I appreciate
the
you, man.
For your grand final winning.
Tomek, thank you for the rose.
It's going to be back, yes,
Cade,
for the most
thank you for the
exciting
Harvey.
match. And we've been primed for this moment also. We saw
No,
an increasing
Zemp-
number
yeah,
of
Zemp
sets
got
played
up.
in each match. We had a
Yeah,
bunch of
they got
3-0s. Then we had another set play. We got to a set 4. We got to a set 5. We got
3
to
to
a
2
double match
TE win.
point even.
Okay.
So surely,
Fair
the grand
guess, fair
finals
guess,
are
Raven.
going to disappoint.
And now I hope you are ready for our grand
You're locked into the
finals. It's
screenshot.
Team
Okay, do it. You need to
Electros
screenshot it for me,
versus
'cause I-
STMN. Who
if you
would
can get a
have those
clear
two teams
image
now
of it, that would be
standing
nice.
in the February
Casper,
monthly
thank you for the follow.
finals? How often
Perloff, thank you for the follow. I appreciate you guys.
players in the monthly final, grand final last year already?
Yeah, like a breakfast. Like
I
a
don't-
0, an egg, a big old goose egg is what I'm looking
Juan
at.
Carlos?
0 time, I don't know. I'm
Okay,
trying to
Juan
find
Carlos
new ways
doesn't
to
have
solve
it here.
this.
There's
0
no
to
filter
0
on that picture.
times across the entire last
Perloff,
year.
thank you for the follow. Casper, thank you for the
Electros,
follow.
they weren't even in competitive Brawl Stars, Snoy kind of
Comment, thank you for the follow.
around, right? But you know, wasn't making an impact.
And they
But
does not
STMN
compare
stuck
to
together
you in
as
Asia.
this
Yeah,
roster,
yeah, it
sort
doesn't
of
seem
rode
like
the
it.
quarterfinals. A lot of times not even making it
Dude,
to the semifinals.
Phoenix just banned
In
him.
every single region, those 4 that we watched over the last 2 weekends, we have some new players, some new teams.
What's
in
wrong with the
grand
filter? I
finals.
think that
This
they're
year
saying
is
that
gonna
Juan
be
Carlos
awesome.
has
I'm so
a eye
excited.
filter on for like some
I mean, yeah,
eye
it's
makeup
gonna be a
filter.
crazy year.
But
a
I
crazy run
can't,
from
like-
all of these teams. I also hope that in long term, this
You are
all
in another universe.
classic teams came back together and are able to fight to these Jones. And I hope that happens in every region.
Shelly or
I'm sure
Bull?
you
Right now,
hope
Shelly.
that the classic teams are gonna make it through the quarterfinals next time, maybe.
At least semis. At least semis next time.
But yeah, let's chat a bit more about these 2 teams. What was their semifinal?
You think
match?
1,
How
Asia,
did they
2,
win today?
EU, 3,
And
NA.
why was it 3-0 most of the time, Pedro?
I mean, I think this Team Electro is, for now, superior to all the teams that they face. Even saying that they face Strife.
Bro,
right?
today's
Because
your
they are
B-Day.
playing so many different
Happy
teams.
birthday,
You can see there,
GMD!
Literally, that's 12
Good
different
Pierce
brawlers
counters. Spawners.
on
So
every
you
map,
want to
so they
counter
didn't repeat
Pierce
a
with
single.
movements such
You can
as
see
like
probably,
Mina,
teams,
Mortis can
picking
jump pretty well.
Spike on super match because it's come for picks.
What else?
These guys don't have
and then
anything
you can counter him
for
with
the yes.
spawners
Show
like
up,
Eve,
go their play style, and you
Spike,
really have to expect something.
For
Charlie,
both those teams, they ban out the matches
Tara,
quite often.
they counter
He
him
is
with
one
their
of the
spawners.
strongest buffy brawlers in the game at the moment. And what you just mentioned for Team Electros is also true for STMN.
Mr.
They
Pecan.
like to show us different brawlers on pretty much every single match.
Okay,
Yeah,
fair,
I think
Phoenix.
Stamina
That's
is a bit
unfortunate. I'm sorry
different
about
because
that.
it's more about
Chicken, thank you for the follow.
synergy that these
All right,
brawlers
we're
have in
almost
common.
there to the next game. We'll be
And
back in
Chaos
there for the
Electro is more
finals.
skill, it's more
Don't worry.
Mina that show up alone, Oli that play alone a bit. And in the case of Stamina, you have this berry, this 8-bit that give power to the allies. Pocos, right? It's more team play, and Electros is a bit more skill different.
The folks at home have voted just as us. Let's have a look at what you guys at home said. Who's going to win this match? Is it Team Electros or
Chicken in your
STMN? And it's almost 50-50. Most people actually siding with Pedro. Ready? Team Electros are the rookies still. Do you feel like that played a bit of a role in that public vote?
I think so, right? They're not as familiar names, not as familiar faces in North America, but we've been familiarized with them by force. Today we've seen some of our favorite teams fall to them already. And, you know, it's
AJ's thank you for the follow.
one of those that I was
What day is
hoping
the
would make it
update?
far
The
today
update
was Fnatic, but
is
once you see the bracket,
on the
you
5th, I
realize,
think, or something like
okay,
that. Daryl,
yeah,
thank you for
it
the
just
follow.
wasn't meant
18,
to
thank you
be.
for the
They had to
follow.
face Team Electros,
Wednesday,
they
you
had
said
to get
Wednesday?
through this new blood, these ridiculously
Nice.
skilled
3 days.
players that
I want to make
I
this
think
my
really what
full-time
impressed me was
job so
their
I can
final
just
set versus Tribe Gaming, where
always
they pretty much
spend
skill
time
dipped every
making
single lane.
content
It's like you put it, Pedro. It wasn't necessarily the team play that carried them there. It was their individual skill on those lanes.
53 to 47% votes.
But
That's
now
crazy.
we are facing them against STMN, who, Pedro, you lauded them for their ability to play
Soul
as a
Sanding
team,
as well.
and I think team play can make you greater than the sum of your parts.
let's
That, I
check it.
think, does beat individual prowess in Brawl Stars.
BB
And STMN
Hyper
have
Buffy is
just come out
busted.
of their
It looks pretty good. I
semifinals.
think that
Literally
Leon's
minutes
looks the best
ago,
out of
they
all of
definitely
them.
have the
And then
momentum
they
on their
all
side right
have their various
I
uses
wouldn't
and will
say
all
how
be
do
meta
you
brawlers in the
can
game,
you counter Team
obviously.
Electros? So I would just say
The
to Stamina
thesis?
to play, to trust on your playstyle, trust on your teammates, and play as a team.
Mine is Max.
And probably
Daryl.
you have more
Hence
chance
the name.
to beat this.
Well, my name is Max.
Insanely
That's also why.
kids.
So.
Goodness, KDS, man, I really thought
You're
they would
a Panda
make it
Express, what
through
you get?
here, but leave it to STMN.
When I'm at
to take
Panda
it
Express,
all the way to
I would
set 5
usually
and
get that
still
like
land
walnut
that
shrimp.
finishing blow.
And
this
I would
was
also
pretty
get
impressive here
with
on
that
Gym Grab. This is where it started to get
This
seriously
like whatever
hairy.
this
KDS, they
black
were
pepper
so
steak or
close
something
to
like that.
finishing
I
it
don't
here,
remember
and now
what it
even
was.
some
It was
comfort
some
brawlers coming out, like Sands on
black
the Sandy
pepper
as a
beef or
signature.
pepper
But
beef.
that
I
final
forgot what it
move,
was.
the sprout, that was incredible on a brawler that's really not
And
that
then I
good
get
right
that
now.
with the
STMN
noodles.
roster from
I
2025
think I would go
sticks
the
together.
chow
Also,
mein over over the fried
and
rice.
they're known for their Cinderella run at World Finals 25. First beating
Panda
out
Express
none
equals
other than
disgrace. I
Zenfit
mean,
Division.
it's a
Many
disgrace if you
people
don't.
had them down as the winners
I mean,
of the
it's
World
not really.
Finals. In the end, it was
It's
another
good.
team
Like,
from
I
East
like
Asia,
it.
but not
But I would
Zenfit
obviously
Division.
much
Take
rather
up
have
by
like authentic,
Stamina,
like
as well as
Chinese
Papar
food, but you
Supermassive.
can't really just go
Yeah,
get
I mean,
that
Stamina
all
was
the
this
time.
team that literally sneak
Panda
into
Express
World
is pretty
Final. And they
affordable
did
too.
an
It's actually
insane
really
run. No one
affordable.
expected.
Really affordable.
They are the team of the crowd for sure.
It's good,
And
Gato Mega.
But they need to prove it again. They need to prove that they are. There was not a 2 days.
GMB, thank you
two
for the
lucky
rose.
days. They are good enough. They know the team. The
Saying
team
DCA, bro, it's
plan,
my
they know
favorite.
the
I
game
think
plan,
it's
and they
just
need
so variety, so much
really
variety.
show us that.
That
And
it's
we're
hard to go
bringing
wrong
you
with
some
it.
fresh new maps also for the finals, kicking things off.
I
on
am.
Open
I am.
business.
My mom's
Another map
Taiwanese.
where, well, we
My
can
dad,
see some
his
new
parents
ideas.
were
Yesterday we
from
already
China.
Saw some Hank come out here.
His grandparents,
Poker
yeah, my
always a
grandparents,
classic.
so
But
his
yeah,
parents, and then
I also expect some
moved
aggression
to the
from
U.S.
both
So
teams. Pedro, you
he
were
was born in
talking about
Cali,
before
but
how Stamina
and then I was
usually
born
likes to
in
have at
North
least
Carolina.
one tank
But
or
my
assassin
mom's
in their
family,
roster.
they lived in Taiwan.
Yeah, it's all
My mom
not only about the
then
assassin of the aggro,
moved
it's
to
also
Australia
about
for
the-
high school,
the support
college,
that they come with it, right?
and then
We have seen this Berry, we
he
have
has
seen this
since come
Poco.
to
So
America.
I'm pretty sure they're going to have something like an aggro, of course.
Born in North
but
Carolina
something
too. I was
to
born in
support
Durham.
Yeah, I think it's the team play that really matters
What about
here
you,
on
brother?
Open Business.
But I
A lot
think
of
I
times
lived.
you'll see
Yeah, I
the
lived in
combos,
Raleigh.
like,
I
harken
moved
back to the
here
days where you
to
saw
Virginia when I
Barry
was
and
1 years
Hank
old.
or Frank paired up all the time. We even
is
saw
banned in
yesterday
other
a great
countries.
comp utilized to get just
What?
constant HP
Elvis?
onto
Chinese
the zone,
food?
get that capture, force people back.
Whitler, thank you for the
I think
follow.
this is something that Team Electros should still be pretty experienced
All right, guys, we have
against.
open business,
They run
layer
against
cake,
cheese
death cap,
comps
trap,
all
sneaky fields out in the
day
open.
long. We've said it
Let's
repeatedly,
ride.
but I think it has to be mentioned again.
You were
They
born
run
in Cali, too?
Matcherinos constantly.
Nice.
That is these guys' experience. I don't think STMN is going to be able to run that past these guys.
That is such a good point.
What do I think about
Death
Sirius
Cap
broken?
Death Cap
I'll post a
Trap
clip about
are
it later.
actually 2 maps we're gonna see for sure. Sneaky Fields and Out in
Burp.
the Open. I
Born in Fort Bragg.
promise
Ooh.
that we're gonna have a close finals here, and maybe we're gonna get to see those 2 maps as well. Now, Team Electros coming out of Metro
Not far from your
Pretty
home.
Sure
We always
Stamina is
appreciate how
also
nice
running
they are to
some
you.
of these
Wait,
ready.
DCA, what's your
But yeah,
favorite dish?
It's gonna give us some more of these cheese.
Watch
comps
our
back
team
again.
lose again.
Well,
Who's your
like
team?
anyone else who has faced Team Electros, what happens to any
Oh,
team that faces Team
Panda Express is
Electros
banned in
in
other
Match
countries.
Arena?
Why
They
is it banned?
lose,
Is it
right?
bad?
Team Electros, they get this done every single time. They have great intuition.
Where's your
Let me
makeup baddie
remind
one,
you
Carlos?
about
I
the
have no
format of
idea.
Match Arenas. A lot of times it's going to be randomized maps. Like, you know what the game mode is going to be.
He's not wearing. I'm
but you
so
don't
confused.
really
He's not
know
wearing
what
makeup
map
though. Like I
to
don't.
expect. So you can't really prepare for that that well.
He looks
now,
like Kevu. I
if
look
you
like
are
Kevu?
Team Electros, if you are STMN,
No, Kevu looks
did
like
you
me.
really expect to make it to a grand
that a
finals,
good
or
one?
are you just
like
operating
Death Cap Trap,
with
that's under mine.
intuition at this point?
They're
There
just
have
showing
been
their
plenty of
fun
teams that
map.
make it to a grand finals and they're like,
Typical.
full disclosure,
Metro
we didn't
Genio
have
boss,
anything
thank you for sharing
planned.
live.
So we're just flying by the seat of our pants right now. I don't want to do injustice to the teams here, but this would be a huge advantage.
You like these
to have
noodles that look
skill
like spaghetti with
particularly.
chicken and some
We also
veggies
saw
and
some
orange
of the
sauce.
best moments just now
Oh, I
from
actually
Team
have no idea what you're
Electros'
talking
match. They beat none other
Spaghetti,
than
chicken,
Tribe
some veggies,
Gaming in
and
their
orange sauce.
semifinals, and it was closer than a quarterfinals, but still not quite close.
I mean, that was a really good
Chicken
point
Thai.
from you. Also, I think that Team Electro expected to play really good, but probably they were a bit humble and didn't maybe expected to get this far.
What's my rarest
so
skin?
probably
Probably
they didn't
the
even
Merchant
have
Gale
to
or Star Shelly
improvise
at
a
this
bit against
point.
Tribe, and they're
It
gonna do the
was
same.
the
I'm
Brawl
asking
and Wing
you out
Rosa,
there
but
right
they
now, are you
re-released
ready
it,
for the
like,
grand
I don't know why
finals
they would
of
do
our
that.
last monthly final of February?
You don't
This
know
is
the
the
name?
North American
Maybe-
monthly
wait, if you
final,
find the name, tell me.
grand final,
I wanna
Team
figure out what that
Electros
is.
versus Stamina.
12k trophies, any tips? So upgrade based on the meta. So upgrade brawlers that are like watch meta tier list videos and upgrade based on that. And just play those brawlers, play with teams, and push 1,000 trophies on each of them to really learn how to play them. And eventually mastery. What's good, Pape? How are you? And then play rank to learn
We
draft
are
once you know
open
enough how to play enough
business.
brawlers.
None other than Spike is showing up first in our draft.
Either Star
We've
Shelly
seen
or
him
Virus
so
8-bit
often
is
today,
mine.
and Stamina's
Those are
just
very good
won
skins.
that previous set and made Spike work even on the map
Follow
where
back,
he
thank you for the follow.
technically not make sense. Makes some sense now that
You love
Team
sushi? I love
Electros
sushi too.
kicks
My
in.
favorite sushi is salmon avocado sushi, and I actually really,
Yeah, I
I've
mean,
grown to
from
love eel
Stamina,
sushi as well.
always
Eel avocado.
For sure, an aggro.
Okay, Mina Shmina.
I was
They go Mina Shmina into a
expecting
Shelly.
more like,
Interesting. Okay.
maybe Cathay
Open business,
or
but Mina is very good on
for
open
the
business.
Mina.
Surprising,
Probably the Poco is banned, so
but but she's still very good because of her gadget
They will
usage.
go for maybe last
So
pick
Finks is
thrower,
banned
they
out,
need to go
Pierce is
for a
banned
mid now,
out, very
but
normal.
Finks is banned, so maybe Pam, maybe Lumi,
Yeah, Pam could be
maybe
useful.
Amber even. So they have so many chances on the mid lane.
They go for Crow.
Lots on the table right now.
I don't
when it
think
comes
they
to healers,
them to go to
you're
Crow.
now disencouraged. Or you're
Dragon Jesse
discouraged from
rare.
playing
I
don't know if
into
that
a
is. I
pro
think it
because
was
it's going to be
re-released as well.
impacting your ability to heal.
Lumi fall off as well.
Also a deterrent
Lumi
for
has
any
fallen off,
tanks
but
because
Lumi has
he's
some
a,
usage. We see
pretty good
E use
survival
Lumi
expert.
a little bit.
Away, he can jump
But I have not seen much of
disrupt
Lumi
it,
at all
anything
today.
Kind of squishy. And of course, he has the gadget that's going to shield him up. That is the
So
like
why is also
that.
Juan Carlos the
So
only one wearing
now,
makeup?
what are
I
we
don't
thinking?
understand
Team
what's going on
Electros, your
here.
response into the Mina. And
why is it
Pro,
only
it's
on
still
this and
possible
not
to
on
run stuff
the other
that fires
platforms?
over walls, but they're going to be
Someone care
breaking
to
them all
explain.
down with Frank.
Yeah, they need to have something on the mid
N3W,
now.
we
They're
don't
going
do
to have
that.
enough pressure
Thought
with
Mortis
the
on this
spike
map
and
was
the,
bad.
the Frank, but they just need
It's
something
not the best.
that is able to step on the mid.
But
Maybe they can
it
put
can
the
actually
spike mid and have something even stronger against the min on the side, but I think they're going to go just a basic mid, something that can... Even the PAM, I think, even against the anti-heal, you can still out-heal a bit.
Maybe
But
Bro lets
once
the
again, they
filter.
have so many different possibilities, and they just need to choose whatever.
Might get a Glover for the first time today.
I was thinking maybe something to back up the Frank. Ruffs can do that just fine. Also has some sandbags against those pesky
They opt for the
toxins
hyper
from
treat.
Crow. I really like that Ruffs pick at last pick. We don't really have any heals on the left-hand side, so let's see if the Frank can actually do what he does best, namely being a sponge and just really suck in all of that damage.
Where do you watch this, YT?
Kenji and Frank were
Red
actually the
platform,
two
red
brawlers I
platform?
was waiting for from Team Electros.
All right,
as they picked
interesting.
up Frank.
Kenji,
Now Kenji's coming
there's
out
going to be a
on
lot
the
of
other
movement
side.
coming their
I
way.
didn't expect that simply
I
because they already
don't
have the lead.
know
They have such a hyper-aggressive
who has
culture,
this.
and also nothing on their side to really heal them up and back them.
Yeah, I mean, that's a lot of
Knocking it
aggression,
for the
but
roses.
They are not really tanky, any of them.
Can't wait for the next update. It's going to be so fire. It's going to be so good.
Damage, right? Also, once the power-ups start dropping in the map, they are going to have even more HP, even more damage. So I think in the paper, stamina should play really good.
Electros as a comp. Let's find out.
Team Electros and STMN.
First set. Let's ride.
Predicted to be the unlikely contenders in the grand finals, but they've earned their chances here all the same. And only one can be crowned your first month North American champions in this inaugural month of BSC 2026. Initial control seems to go to Team Electros.
Yeah, dude.
However,
Stamina
the
is just
lead
getting
belongs
some
to STMN at the
sand
moment. Juan Carlos
on the
rushing in
zone.
once more, knows that he has a stun,
But they're
opts
going to
not
go down.
use it.
And
in the
now
face of Snowy.
Team
Maybe thought he
Electros
could
is
take
going
an
to be
extra
able to
shot
hold.
there.
But the
Now here come
map
the
is
walls
opening
down.
up.
Tacos wasn't able to dash forward more against Snowy, who's pretty much allowed to feast on anyone who dares come his
That
way.
is not going to be good
Yeah, I mean,
for,
it's
I
going to be
believe,
really
Stamina
hard for
side.
any of them to play as a team, right? Because they have zero synergy in these 6 brawlers. It's more about the skill, it's more about dodging, getting the supers.
Guys, this is going to be a straight just send zone.
The most of it.
Who can send zone more?
Once again, Team Electros have a lot of damage. 2 power-ups already on the field, and the third one is coming.
Finally eclipsing what STMN has earned
Kenji
so
getting played a
far
lot
on the
today.
point. Snowy's going to come down with the smash. Even looks for another, but couldn't cycle the super. Here comes Payne jumping away from Snowy, who created so much area, breaking down the walls. But Juan Carlos senses a little disturbance that he can take advantage of. Has to get away from that zone, does so just in the nick of time. Team Electros still have the advantage right now, but STMN creep on forward.
Yeah, it's important to understand that once the map is open, okay.
Wow, so Team Electros takes it. I think this is wraps. There's no way that they can recover this unless somehow we get 2 hypercharges from Mina and Kenji.
Right now, they don't have the DPS to get rid of Snowy despite a vertical jump. He
wraps.
persists,
Okay.
he stays alive.
Holy
That
Frank
is
Sun, yeah.
your job as Frank. Be alive
Yahoo
on
didn't
the
say
point.
tribe.
In fact, that's kind of the
Yeah,
objective
these
of
are
Hot
these.
Zone in general, but Frank is able to stay alive more effectively than really anyone in the game.
Yeah, I mean, if the match is full open, they just need to...
What to pick
Team
against
Electros need to
Gale
push
in
all
this
together.
map?
They need to shoot, and the Stamina have two chances.
Against Gale, just
Follow,
outrange him.
focus your matchup.
Outrange
try to stop
Gale.
him, but
Or
Frank
you
will,
can go,
will have enough HP to come in.
what's it
And if you
called?
focus all the Frank, then the
Probably
other two will push a
Poco
lot.
to get rid of the
Pretty much,
stun.
like you can't get
He's
tunnel
freezing
vision
guys
over
against
here. You have so
walls.
much map to play around, and Team Electros are already off to the races when it comes
I'm pretty
to
sure that
opening
also
it up.
lets you just walk
Doan
through
is
his
feeling pretty
tornado.
strong now. He's got that first treat as well. Snowy hammering away once again. They're struggling so much to figure out who do we need to attack. Snowy has a ton of HP. That's a good move from Tacos, but he's dead on impact. He can use that super to go to the sky, avoid a super, but then everyone else from Team Electros is ready to pummel him.
But
as soon
Gale,
as
you
he
don't really
lands.
have to be worried
Yeah, I
about.
feel like Kenji also is going a bit too alone now. He's jumping alone, as you said. If you are alone, okay, you can dodge things with the jump once you are
Okay,
down,
so
you
Team
have
Electros
3
has a
guys
great
in front of you,
lead, but
and you don't want
right now
a Frank
STMN is
spike
on
around
zone.
the place.
all of the ideas are here. It's just that Team Electros are overcoming them with team synergy, which is something that we kind of
Team Electros is able to
We
get it back.
1v1
Juan Carlos makes a good play
merchants
taking out
by
Snowy.
their, like mechanical merchants from their gameplay earlier. But STMN as a team seems to be falling
STMN
apart
takes
in
back.
the face of Team Electros. They will get this team wipe, however. Snowy attempts to disrupt things
Snowy
on
gets
his
a good,
own, jumps a
Juan
little
Carlos
bit
gets
thanks
a
to
super.
that Mina super, but still stays alive and only gets hit by one of those slashes. Tacos once again
Yeah,
dead
Team
on
Electros is gonna
arrival.
take back
As soon
here.
as he comes down from that super, he passes. Team Electros now have the control once more. They're advancing beyond 80%. It's the point of no
Good
return.
dodge from Tacos.
Yeah, it's last chance for Stamina to jump in.
Tacos still getting just
They have
mowed.
dodged the front super. He's gonna get
It's
another one.
wraps.
Get
Yeah,
the super,
nah, it's
get
wraps.
the kill,
So
and
Team
he
Electros
gets
has
the
draft
game.
here.
Baby.
I just can't
Yeah,
believe
live,
it. Team
bro.
Electros just like that. Two
Pretty
games,
cooked.
2 wins
Maybe
for
Shaq can give it a follow.
TE. It gets them set number 1. Showing up STMN. We really wanted to focus on what worked for STMN. We called it team play. We saw the synergy. And despite
the final
attempts at
sets,
team
yeah,
play,
the final
it
rounds.
seemed superior.
Ten,
for
thank
Team
you for the follow.
Electros to the way that they were able to isolate the Kenji.
Stecky,
Every
thank you for the
single
follow. All right,
time
here,
he
next round.
jumped up, you knew exactly what was going to happen.
Here's
It was
the next
so
round.
telegraphed. Snowy uses a super, Tacos uses his super, and then the rest of Team Electros is ready to take him down as soon as he returns to Earth.
Yeah, I think with that last pick of Kenji, if I'm correct, they didn't respect the HP that the Team Electros
Yeah, I'm
has,
saying, what,
and they
casual.
have damage
Dude,
enough
some of
to
these guys be
take them
playing in their bed and stuff.
Pretty
It's
much.
ridiculous.
Team Electros set number 1 already is looking ridiculous, and here are the stats. My goodness. We talked
Yeah, my
about not
goodness.
respecting the DPS. Well, okay, how about Team Electros even showing up STMN in the DPS department despite being big old damage sponges?
The young trio of
Yeah, Electros will probably
RPGs
win.
takes
We'll see.
set number 1 in our grand finals in NA, and a huge surprise to me that
The Frank
Spike,
tanking
this
too
brawler that
much.
has shown up in every single draft, either in the ban or pick phase, has technically done the worst. Just looking at the stats from his whole roster, Ruffs and Frank both way more kills.
Yeah, I mean, probably if we had the assistant stats, would be much different.
Yeah.
but
Let's get the
probably
next
Star was
draft.
Hitting all around, he'd be doing a lot of damage. Those 2 kills, was 2, right?
2 kills.
Those
yeah.
2 kills, I think it's not fair for him. But yeah, I mean, yes, it's a team game. Doesn't matter who get the kills, you just need to get the game.
I do want to note a little bit of a fun fact on the side. I checked the scrim rates of both of those teams. Team Electros had the highest
Ramnegger
scrim
Chandler.
rates from all of these teams competing in the monthly finals, with I think around 68%. And then we had on the other side Stamina. How many percentages of their scrims do you think they won?
Yeah, I think I remember it being something ridiculously low, like hovering around 40%, was it?
Damn, that sucks.
33%. And specifically into Team Electros.
Nah, not at all. They're so
22%.
casual.
Oh, that's
But they're in the
Casual.
finals now. So Stamina, just like last year at World Finals, they know when it's time to show up, and they show up big time.
Look at
Yeah, I
this
mean,
little
I was gonna say
Sirius
Wolves, they
down
have
there. Did
all
you guys see that
similar
right here?
to around something around 30% of team rate, and they did insane. They are
Okay, we
not
got
doing
layer
insane
cake.
so far, but I trust they will.
I think scrims at this point just don't really matter. Those stats, scrims are there to also try out new comms, and maybe Stamina's just doing that. They try to confuse everyone in their scrims, and they get
What does
underestimated.
DPS mean?
and they
It means
pick
damage per
completely different
second.
in the actual tournament.
Scrims matter, but they also
You
don't.
hate this map,
I think
it's so
it's
annoying. I
really
actually
on
don't like this
us,
map.
you know,
I actually
as
like this
professionals
map.
working in the space, trying to get some kind of analytical edge for looking at scrims and trying to deduce some sort of information.
No, he
from
just
them.
got off for the day.
We'll
He just
see
got off for
if
the day.
that remains consistent. STMN had a ridiculously low win rate against Team Electros in the scrims, and we'll see if this is another scrim.
Curious for
between
watching
the
monthly
two of
finals,
those
Mikey.
grand finals.
Who is currently
this map is insane, like
the
a
worst
cake
brawler?
bounty.
That is
Now,
very, very
I
hard
was
to
gonna-
pinpoint.
I
There are
know this map
100
was
of
coming, I
them.
was
There's a
gonna
lot
add
of them that
something
aren't
like
good right
Shape, but
now.
we haven't seen it too much.
I think it's
But
more.
one of the
It's
bans,
more
and
important to
we
focus on
first-
who the
we
best
should
brawlers in
have
the game are, rather than who the worst ones are.
Always good to grab the blue.
You won't see the worst ones. You know, the worst ones are the ones that aren't played. What you got to worry about is the best ones, the ones that you should be playing, and the ones you got to be worried about how to counter, and the ones you see all the
Kaz
time.
and Kenji both show up very often on a map like this one.
A lot of the brawlers that
Spike
you
also
see
technically
that are
once
drafted in
more.
these
So let's
games
see
are going to be the best in the
who will
game.
pick him up. He
Kaze
might
up
be
there,
picked up
but
once
not
more,
like top
but
10.
here's
I wouldn't say
also one
top
of the
10.
snipers that is
Say top
so
maybe
strong
20.
like this.
Top 20.
If you do want to go with the
Put
thrower,
Kaze top
all
20.
of them left open, but it's so risky to go
Pierce
with that
right here,
thrower
top 10,
early on.
top, and
so
he's
maybe it's
not.
more of a last pick.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4,
Go with the throw here,
3,
particular Jojo
top
would
2
be
probably.
nice.
They're having to think about what that last pick will be. STMN,
It's like
that
Pierce,
is, will
Rico,
go ahead and
Ems.
snag Pierce, as you mentioned, Sonny. I don't think it's
Spike.
possible
Pierce,
for
Rico,
Juan
M,
Carlos to
Spike,
have
the
it
top
open
four.
Pierce and not take it. I've seen him play it so many
Well,
times.
top
He
10, I
loves
wouldn't
playing
put him
these
top 10.
snipers. Of course, then you have
Not
Spike
yet.
coming in. This one was wide
Chris,
open.
thank you for the follow.
These are
Only God saves. Thank you for the follow. Thank you guys for the follow. Gene, not top 10. Gene, top like. He's got his. He's very good certain maps, but it's more use cases. Like the brawlers like Rico, Spike, Pierce, and Ems. The reason that they're that top 4 is because there's not only so OP that they can play kite in so many different places as well.
But it's not a bad interaction to have her dash onto that
Frank
Pierce.
can be very strong on this map. That's
yeah, I
fair.
was gonna say
Wait,
you need,
what is this
as
again?
you
Layer
said,
cake?
you need
Yeah,
to,
it
they
can
have to
be
run away
if
from the spike,
needed,
so you
but
need something
it's
for the
niche.
spike. So I was expecting something like Willow on the
More
spike,
niche, at
but
least.
you need to have the Willow, you need to have a mid that can defend you, right? Because
Interesting.
probably
They
that
go
last
for
pick
no
is going to be
spawners or
something that
anything like that against
go
Pierce.
for that Willow hard, so we need something like RT or
But
maybe
Kaze
with
will be able to
Stuka, I don't know if it's
dodge.
going to be enough. But I think with that Meeple, sorry, I think
Kaze
with that
will be
Meeple,
able to dodge
yeah,
Mr.
that's
P
what
shots
I'm
pretty well. Penny is a
Penny
good.
is
The
gonna
barrel's gonna be good
their brawler of choice here
for
from Electros.
the
We've
what's
seen
it called?
quite often today, but
Pierce,
more often
and it
than I
counters the
honestly
spike.
would expected it to
So
come
Penny's
in.
an interesting
She's honestly
pick,
very
but
good
now I
against
feel
spikes
as
simply because
if Electros
he
has
dares
something
to put a
free.
gadget against her,
Now what is it?
Okay, so I'm looking at a situation where now STMN,
Shade
they
is
have to run
banned.
like a Brock, you know, something to break open the walls, and then you expose the turret that way.
Can't go
or you have
Lily.
to run a thrower, or if you ignore it, you can just accept that you've lost already.
take a
and
Hank.
Oh my goodness, yeah, something
Nah,
that
you
can
can't
shoot
take a
through the
Lily. You
walls.
can't take
I
a
tried to
Lily
be really
because
reductive here. I
Penny
didn't think
Barrel
he'd make an
deletes Lily
appearance,
in like one
but
shot,
Hank
and then you
was
have
pretty much the
Meeple
secret weapon
that can
of
go
STMN
stun to
at
stop
the World
you.
Finals. It is
So
a much
Lily would be a
different
little
meta
bit
now,
rough.
but you know, just trying to draw some parallels over here.
Hank
They
on this
managed
map.
to
Hank, I mean, let's see how the Hank
save
works. I
division
think
with
Hank
it,
is a
so
good answer for the Penny
maybe
turret.
this is the
And,
reckoning. Maybe this is the return of the Hank,
some
and
good-
they put
some
this
good,
match back on the rails.
Hank was
HP.
also the secret weapon from New Heights Gaming yesterday, Pedro.
True.
Yeah, I mean, that hang is I think it wasn't expected, but can work really good if you get the lead and the Penny don't have the turret you can really hold behind the walls, right? You can swap really good. That Cathay just
Do
needs
you
to
think
run
all
away
brawlers
from
with
both
Sky
lanes,
requires
kinda.
skill?
So
Yes,
Cathay
to
really
a
good if you have the
certain
lead.
extent. Absolutely.
Well, here comes Memon, already aggressive on top of Juan Carlos, knows that he's only going to take 4K
very
damage,
nice
and
play
marks
by
him
Memon.
up, gets some pretty serious damage,
Let's try to
and a bit of
hyper, right?
progress towards his next super. We'll see Tacos taken down pretty early. It's a 3-star
Doesn't
lead
need to
for
get
Team
too
Electros
aggressive,
at
though,
the moment.
because
They knew
they
they were going to
have
get that blue
star
star
lead.
with Memon, but they actually opt not to play too
Going to Berlin for the Brawl Cup.
It's
I
good
have
for them
not
to fall
decided
back
yet.
slowly
I thought it
because
was going to be in
they need
Atlanta,
Snowy
and I
set
was
up high, so he can
excited
farm
for
up
it to
that
be in the United States.
turret early.
Yeah, there is one rule on Bounty can happen.
I will be at World Cup,
competitive
World
style.
Finals. Best
You can
believe
start
that, though.
losing is
Like,
fine.
no matter what.
You're gonna get the blue star. Maybe
No
you
matter
can,
where it
you
is.
get the start
Good
maybe a
metagame.
bit later.
Why
but
does
you
Joey look
cannot
so
be
excited? I don't know.
7-0, right? So early.
Maybe it
so
is
that
really exciting
kill,
for them.
for example, we saw a kill. I think was Tackle dying so unnecessary. It's really important for them not to give too
friendly
many
game
star
for
lead.
Electros.
So when they need to come back,
Well, let's see.
it's easier for them, right?
I agree. And look at that movement also on the left side. You saw
Juan
Payne
Carlos.
tried to cut
Oh my
off
gosh.
Memon, and
Okay.
Memon was able to easily dash through the spike super. It was a complete waste, really. Not a bad idea, and I don't think it's a mistake that STMN will make once more. Memon, again, playing super aggressive on this left side, just begging Payne to try and pinch him. Meanwhile, Payne's actually doing a pretty good job, but here comes Duan on the right
Wow,
side.
he's
Needs only one more
WP'd.
shot
Is
to
it
take
too
down
much? No, it's
Tacos,
not.
gets through the walls
He
again,
survives.
and back to safety. Memon.
Well,
with
how
a
they agree with
huge
the follow.
play. It's gonna be
Who do I
massive
want to win?
damage
I don't
on
mind. I want to
Carlos.
see a good games, though.
Homing torpedo contact.
I'm interested to just see the way they
just in the nick of
draft
time,
and
gets his
the way the
gadget
picks
back
work
to swap
together.
and dash back to safety.
Yeah, I mean, Team Electros is playing insane. They're waiting for the opportunity when they push a bit so they can punish, and now they
Memon gets a nice
punish
kill.
again. Like, Memon is all around. I remember that he was playing on the left. Now they have last 15 seconds ready.
Counting down to 10 now. Juan Carlos stunned by the rage quit.
Yeah, no, the
Doan's
Penny was
able to
really
throw
good.
yet another super over here. 5 seconds to go.
hold it.
Tacos, the last
Penny's
remaining
annoying
member
as heck.
of STMN. It's an easy kill for Memon. And would you look at how dominant that one was? It wasn't even back and
Bro,
forth.
Electros
It
is
was constant,
cooking.
Consistent control from Team Electros. 18-2 at the expiration of the time.
The Hank
I
is
don't
doing
think this
nothing. Hank is
was
getting
the
tapped and
solution. You saw
feeding,
Kaze
bro.
pushing
He is
it
doing
constantly,
something.
and just Hank could really never
Getting
get
tapped and
Yeah, but I
feeding.
think it's more about how the Cath is playing, right? He's playing like the hardest
you
matchup
upgrade
that they have,
Finks
which is
or
the hand. They need
Meeple?
to stop the
They're
hand from the
both
push.
good right
If
now in
hand
the
get the
meta.
walls, then all stamina will push, and Memon
I
is
would
playing
say
really good. He's just holding
personally
a
that
bit, feet, and
Meeple's
as
a
soon
little
as they
bit more
stack,
versatile
he dash,
because
he
you're
get
really only going to
two
see
dashes at the same
Finks
time and he
used
get the kill.
kind of on
It's
hot
insane
zone
how
maps.
they are playing.
It's like
Yeah,
STMN
pretty much
are
only on
having
hot
to
zone
learn
maps
how
for the
to
most
play
part.
into this
Sometimes
matchup,
Brawl
but
Ball,
it's
I
costing
can't really
them
think of what
stars
else
every
we're going to play
single
him
done.
You see them trying something new. They send Juan Carlos really aggressive at first, and then they learn, oh, right, that's what we didn't go for. We were just going to hedge between the Kaze and the Mii.
Jorge, thank you for the follow-up.
And it might even happen again. Will they learn? Well, Memon knows
no problem,
not to
Wacky
dash forward
guy.
this time. He wasn't quite in position, and it was good trigger discipline not to go for that move. We'll see a migration now. Memon getting super aggressive, pressuring Juan
Top
Carlos
most
towards the
respected
back line.
brawlers. You mean like to
be
play?
careful now because Memon is the one that needs to put the pressure, but Memon is the
Also
one that
knockout.
cannot die, right? He has four stars and the blue on it, and they just need 3. So if Memon dies, it's either Memon dying or the other 2. So Memon needs to be really careful. He still needs to hold the hang. That is really important. As you said, but it's a really dangerous position.
Okay, I have not
Okay,
seen
yeah,
that
took it a
very
little
often,
risky.
but
Thankfully, he was able to
actually,
heal
I don't
it
even
on
know
switching
if I've seen
forms. It's
that.
going to be a takedown onto Doing
Yeah,
at
to
mid,
play.
in fact.
Okay, in my opinion,
45 seconds left in regulation.
now,
STMN has closed the
like-
gap to just 1 star now.
So
It's better
in
than they were
history,
looking at this
if
point
you're a
in
really good
game
Mortis,
number
it's a lot of
1.
respect.
They
If
also
you're really
have
good Assassins,
Team
like if
Electros
you're a
able
really
to
good
fall back on
assassin, it's a lot of
defense.
respect.
This was kind of the plan to begin with anyway. They knew that they could fall back to this
Colt,
last
historically,
layer
a lot
cake,
of respect,
so
but
to
these
speak.
brawlers,
They have
both
30
Mortis
seconds to
and
work
Cole,
with.
have been
STMN is just
upgraded
gonna wait
recently,
for this clock to run
like with the
down,
buffies
get
and
as much
everything, so they're
utility
not
they
as respected
can
anymore.
so they can
But
fully commit
like
on
if
a
you're
push
still
and
good,
not
you like it
risk
just made those
the
players that
enemies
were that good with
respawning
them
and
that
getting
much
them on
better.
retreat.
Yeah, the push is coming now. They need to use some abilities to hold them, but that ability is not going to be forever. Memon with
But like
everything
Stu,
on
there's a
the
lot of
field.
skill brawlers, you know. In my opinion, Kaze is one of the best. If you're a good Kaze media, you can do so much for the game, and
also really low, and they get taken Juan Carlos. This is going to be.
it's very hard to be a very
Team
good.
Electros, man, look at those
Kaze
spins.
Arena.
STMN know just what fearsome players they're up
Who
against.
do I think is the best
And
raw
Snowy's
player?
had this
That's
smile
also
on
really
his
hard to
face
predict.
since the finish of
Mechanically,
set 1.
you
In
gotta
fact,
give it to
I
the
bet
people
he's
in
been
East
smiling
Asia,
since the
but
conclusion of his
overall, it's
semi-final.
probably someone
It's
in
like
Europe.
he can't believe that they're really doing this. That he's finally playing with this team in a monthly final.
Like
that
you,
they're
we
gonna
could be looking at
win it all.
Geski
They
as
still have to win
one of the most
more
complete.
set. But at
Phoenix,
this
thank you
point,
for the You're Awesome and the
seems like
16
Destiny
roses
will take
and the GG and the Heartbeat.
Those last
so much.
second from
Snowy's just
the
happy,
main
yeah.
team was really good because
The rookie's 2-0 on STMN.
STMN.
Dude, it's fried. Is stamina just cooked, guys? Is stamina just cooked, chat?
So normally
Hank
step
Wan or
back,
Kit Wan?
Hold a bit, but they are not shaky at all. They decide the last 10 seconds to put the hypercharge aggro, go to get
Almost
the
every
kill,
game with
to
GG.
secure
Yeah,
the
because
win.
you're mostly
Instead
picking
of
GG as a counter.
maybe even
Like if they've
super
got like a
experienced
Colt
team
or a
would do
Rico,
like this, just
or
step
both
back
even.
and stay alive, right?
They know
Projectiles,
exactly what
like
to do,
they got a
and
gene,
it's
if
like
they
they
got
really,
Spike.
truly, deeply understand
You get a lot of
how these
value.
interactions are going to play out before they even happen.
You think
Take a look at this.
TE
Juan
has a
Carlos
chance for
was put
EU?
on this torturous lane on the left
It's really
side,
hard
but
to say
Memon
if any of the
played it
American teams have a chance to EU
well,
because time and time
getting the
again
majority
we've
of the
gone
kills for the team, as
there,
well
it
as
just
getting
gotten
the
our
blue
butts handed to
star
us.
and
So
hang
it's
on to
like,
it, playing aggressive with the
it's hard to
conditions
say
for the
anything,
team,
but
whereas
I
most teams would
hope,
get that
I
blue star
hope
and then
so.
play defensive. He
That's all we can
zags
really
where others
say.
zig.
When are the
We talked
Worlds?
about
Worlds
these
just kind of happened like a
creative
month and a half
picks
ago.
coming in once more, and it did not really work.
So yeah, a
out
long
this
time.
around,
We got a
did
while
it?
for Worlds.
This just seems to end like we started in NA. It's going to be another 3-0 at this point. Pedro.
Yeah, I mean, they seem
Super dominant for rookie team, yeah.
really good. They know.
No, they
Yeah,
are rookies.
I'm super surprised because they are not shaky at all, right? They know
Yeah,
they are
listen,
superiors.
talking about it right
at
now.
least believe they are superiors, and they are just taking the win.
I was expecting you to say no, Sonny. It's not going to be a 3-0.
No,
I
it's
still
gonna be a-
believe in stamina. Yeah,
Stand by
show
my
me more
prediction.
Last set, last game, double point.
Now that's a statement. We want to see a reverse sweep from Stamina at the same time. I mean, I'm also happy for Stamina.
What do I
for
think about the
winning
foot
their
team?
monthly
Cracks,
final. I
bro.
think
Their
that's the first
synergy
one
is
they're
fantastic.
ever
Like,
winning.
I think
So
that the way
either
that
way, I'm
Angel
super
Boy has
happy
looked
for
at Guesty is
either of
probably
the
like
teams
his little
that's gonna win
prodigy
this one.
over the past
For
2
Team
years.
Electros, it's
And as
just
they playing like
makes up for a good
Matcherinos and
storyline,
whatnot
and
together, they
because
just
there's
form
live for
such an
stories.
amazing synergy, and I think
Just
that they have so
imagine
much trust with
we
each
talked so
other.
much about Guesty.
And
His first monthly final
that is going to go a
ever, he
long way
immediately
this year,
wins
and
this.
we're going to get
We
and
have a
see,
whole
us
team
getting to see that like
has
unfold
never
is going
played
to be
in
a
a monthly
true
final, not a
treat.
single player of them, and they would immediately
They're getting
win.
glazed, but
That
look
would be a
deserved
great story.
facts, bro.
It's a new talent. I think really that story is unfolding before our very eyes. It's too early to call it. There's still more Brawl Stars to be played.
The team you've
but
been most
it's
rooting for is
destiny,
Totem.
like I
Yeah, that's
called it.
fair
It
too. In
just
fact, you
feels
want to see them do
right.
well.
It just
All these
feels like it's
teams,
supposed to happen. You
I
get
feel
a
like there's
feeling
not
at the beginning
really,
of the
there
day.
hasn't been a super
And
dominant. I
don't
mean,
really
obviously
think
Humble, you got the
Team
EU
Electros
teams
are
that
ready
have been
to
super
accept it
dominant.
just yet either. I
But
think
in terms
Snowy
of
is
the
only
winners,
one
you
that
know,
I properly
you never know
see
who's gonna win.
Smiling.
Guessing Angel Boy are the best duo, no doubt.
They're still
Yeah,
locked
they're awesome.
in. They have one more set to
Diego, sorry, thank you for the follow.
Yeah, we see the double aggression pick here on the draft. Was the Mina first pick and the answer of the Lily.
All right, hold on. Let's see draft.
I think, yeah, you always need
Mina
this,
first
in this
pick
meta, you
on
always need
Death
this
Cap
aggression on
Trap.
on
I'm forgetting
on
the
Game
map
Grab
layout.
maps. And they choose these two. What else would could have been open? Ali is out. Crow, of course,
Crow's good into
is
Mina.
in the game. And what else can we see on the mid?
Mortis is banned
not
too.
on mid, but Death Crab Trap for me just screams Ruffs every single time I see the map. So good on any lane.
Ruffs
Mo is also
here
something
is
that
tough
shows
for
often.
the Lily, I
And
think.
to your question, what could be a good mid? Pierce is left open. Next is left open, and
Pierce is
Gus. Those
open.
three would be the ones I would go with.
But
I think
even
you would
then-
also mention Pam whenever we talk about mids. That's something you like.
They want some
quite
scan.
as well.
Yeah, I mean, Pam can be really good, but now we have seen that Penny is playable by this team.
RT,
and Penny
dude,
can
we're seeing
really destroy
RT
the
all
map.
the time. I don't understand
RT?
RT picks, bro.
Okay, I expect the.
Dude, I watched
the
JoJo's
NA
Bizarre
RT,
Adventures,
which is the
fantastic. I love that
RB
shit.
RT, right? This RT that just pop the super, put the ass on the back and just walk straight forward as a tank.
It's good
So maybe
MVP.
it can work against the Lily.
Yes,
I
sir,
think
Nietzsche.
only occasionally does a pick
Let's
give
see what
us
they
insight
they
into
followed this up
what
with
is
as
going on in
well.
the minds of the players, and RT is a really safe selection here.
They need
I
some
think
area
STMN, since they're
control.
losing their control. They're losing
They
their
do
grip
go the
over this
Ruffs.
match.
Bro,
They're
I don't
smart for the Ruffs
understand
to break
this.
open some of these walls. They know that they're playing something really aggressive.
It's gonna be a lot of
from
poke.
Team Electros. Also, that they're going to have to pretty much play spot the Lily for the entire game. It's going to be a true test of their comms to keep track of this brawler who's migrating to all these different bushes around mid whenever she can.
Yeah, I mean they don't have too much range though. If the RT is gonna play on the super much of the time, so you don't have range. You can maybe get used to a Sandy or something, some mid range. Even put the Crow on the side and Janet mid. So
They
the
opt for the
I
Frank.
didn't
Okay,
expect
the
attack
Frank
against
is
the
good
RT, right, against
into the
It's
Mina.
fine against the Mina, but you're gonna feed a lot the RT.
Yeah,
and
it's
and
good.
the
He's gonna
Ruff.
feed a lot.
You will have power all around the map, and once the RT has hypercharge, we know how dangerous it can be.
I don't
Kind
know,
of similar
guys.
to what
It's weird.
Stamina showed us in that first set of the grand finals.
Going
Now
rage
it's
scene soon? Is it?
Electros going for double aggression. They want to
Oh
put a lot
my.
of pressure on the opponents, giving Crow the time he needs to pick up the gems.
What
and
map
hit.
is it? They
Let's
say
see if
Death
it's
Cat
actually gonna
Trap.
work out, and if it doesn't, they still have the Lily.
But I don't know
that
if it's a
can come
bug,
in
'cause they've
with
been
the
having
Shadow Realm
bugs
and
within
kill
map names
the
recently.
Gem Carrier in the
I don't know
last
what it
seconds.
is.
I'm concerned that they're going to be feeding this
Alright,
wood
sure,
chipper of RT.
Yeah, it is
Once
Death
he
Cap
gets
Trap,
that
okay.
hypercharge, it is bad business. It takes up such a large
Snowy hitting
area.
some good dodges, trying to
Death
work up
Cap
the
Trap
edge. He
looks
does
like
get
the
marked. He's
perfect
going to go below
map to get
50%.
control of
So he's going to start taking a lot of damage. Snowy's going to be
that
going down
hypercharge.
here.
See Tacos take aggro really early on. It's like Doan didn't even have a scratch left on him. Memon also aborted exactly when he needed to. Juan Carlos wasn't able to get the takedown. And look how Memon's playing this radius around Juan Carlos. Juan Carlos can't
2-0,
attack him,
wow,
so
yeah.
Memon's just getting his super and hypercharge for free.
Any
They
QRs
had to
yet? No.
concede Brown,
We're waiting.
But Memon plays this complicated interaction to get Juan Carlos pretty low. Doesn't go his way, however. STMN have a commanding lead so far.
Yeah, we see Snowy to have. He's gonna have a so
Oh, good
bad
pull
matchup.
by
He's gonna suffer
Snowy.
So much. He's still getting the kills, right? But he's gonna suffer
Juan
so
Carlos
much. that
holding
his job
4
is
gems.
just to make time.
Doan
so the
evens
other
it out.
Kids can get the gems, right? So it's all about
Snowy is
stamina, being
not able to hit the
hit
super.
enough to get the kills and don't get swapped. Ready.
Tacos running away from Memon.
Left corner for now. Snowy
Gonna be able to
Memon are about
survive.
run out of
Snowy
HP.
holding hypercharge
However,
super.
Memon gets into the Shadow Realm. Now behind
Gets
Juan
deleted
Carlos.
by Juan Carlos.
Saw it coming. Now Snowy manages
Snowy
to avoid
is
that
going to
super from
hypercharge.
Tacos.
Tacos
threads
narrowly
the
dodges
needle.
it.
Avoids the hypercharge from Snowy, but still falls. It's fine because Doan dodges
Juan
the
Carlos
shot
able to get Snowy
from
out.
Juan Carlos, he's able to jump
Doan
away
with
whenever
8 gems
he
and a
needs
super to escape.
gems to win
In a
it.
very
They need
safe
Frank
spot.
to get back out here, and now they can just play for tempo, claim the gems that spawn closer to their
But
side,
STMN
and
does
then
have
make
control.
a slow retreat back to their spawn.
Yeah, now when Juan
Doing
Carlos
with the
has
hypercharge.
in
It's
the
going
open,
to
it's
get
easier for
pulled,
them,
but
right?
gets
Because
out.
It's easier for them to pinch, but Lily don't care at all. The hypercharge, he get the kill. Juan Carlos is still really low.
Only
and
Juan
he can
Carlos is
stay
going
alive, and
in with the
he will probably
hypercharge.
get the super again.
He does not
get
care, gets
HP
another
and then
6 gem,
super
and
again
then
to get the
gets out.
gas on the field.
I'm not too hopeful now for STMN. If they can keep control here, then they can take this one.
I think
But
this
here
is
come the
wraps.
hypercharges. Memon is going
Wait,
to be the
he
first
does go down.
sacrifice.
Can they take
They
down
managed to
Doan?
make an impact there. Doan wants that gem so
They can
badly.
reset.
Snowy's going to have to pick it up. In fact, he's going to have to hold
They
on
can
to
still
all of
reset.
these gems.
They need
Has
control.
the HP to make it back, and it looks like Memon should be able to pick
Very
up.
clean.
No,
Okay, Payne
he won't be
actually
able to
gets
get all of
stuff,
them.
but does he
Barely gets
overextend?
Payne has to go into the Shadow Realm, and of course,
And
predictably is
oh
following
my
Doan. Just
lord,
doesn't
they
have
actually
the
get out.
HP to get up there. STMN with an incredible recovery. They just got to count down these last 15 seconds. Snowy still makes an attempt at moving towards the back.
Oh my gosh, he gets the reset.
Barely, way off the mark. It is going to be an interruption.
Hypercharge from
And
Memon.
now
Hold on.
goes to
Wait.
Brawler
Lily has
on
hypercharge,
STMN
guys.
to
This
be able
isn't
to
over
these
yet.
gems. But Team
It's
Electros
never
gets
over with the Lily
heavily
hypercharge. I'm not even kidding.
Yeah, I mean, it's really
Doesn't
hard
look
to
like he's
have
going to be able to do
something
much here. He does have
like
hypercharge though.
Frank need to not open
He's trying to aim it on the Mina. He's not going to be able to get on the Mina, but he's able to single her out. And they're going to be able to get the kill and get out with the gems. And it's Crow with the... Oh my gosh.
It's highway robbery. As soon as it looked
It's
like
never
STMN
over with the
could
Lily
stop this
hypercharge, bro.
momentum, Team
It's never over with the Lily
Electros
hypercharge.
ace up their sleeve they're still able to mechanic their way to the enemy side. Here come the Blender Blades once more from Juan Carlos. Doan with his back against the wall still has a get-out-of-jail-free card. We're going to match point. Team Electros are running the show.
I mean, that was crazy comeback. I think they should
look at Snowy. He's literally he's ecstatic, bro. That's insane. That is insane.
Get the gems.
Okay, sounds good.
The Pinch especially played really good as a team because yeah, if not, Electro will get the gems back.
I am going to sound like a broken record here, but it feels like STMN tried to challenge something that was already
wait, I can see this. But why is that there?
Team Electros.
Why is that there?
That puts NA back on the map at the World
Why is that there?
STMN gave us a shocking run through the World Finals in 2025. Beyond our showrunners, I would say, in Team Electros. Even in
honestly though, Magrin, I'm pretty sure this may just be a coloring issue. Like, it's so subtle that it's...
That really risky move here. He's gonna die
I think this may just be a coloring issue.
He get the help of Taco to stay alive. They have a really good gem lead now, but yeah, Lily supers are gonna start to come. The map is again really open.
Just couch rotting, bro.
That is the best for them. I think it's not the best. It's easier for STMN
KDS
to
probably confused the heck. Yeah.
Do that pinches on the allies to keep them low or kill them as soon as possible.
All right, let's see.
But I mean, they have their own plan.
It's complicated. Team Electros have been doing things their own way all day.
I don't know how it's possible. Yeah, I don't know either because it's not on the other platforms. So weird.
He needs to get away. Look at that TP also.
That's why I'm saying it maybe because TikTok Studio and the other stuff that I go live on is like separate. So I'm thinking that TikTok Studio may have a coloring issue.
From Taco Snowy somehow manages to stay alive. It's the assistance from Duin that keeps him on the map. Juan Carlos cannot persist in the face of all of this oppression. Tacos, thanks to that respawn shield, can make it through. But now
Marcus,
all
thank you for the
these
follow.
gems are in the clutches of Team Electros. 10 seconds to go and 10 gems in possession. Just got to run this one back nice and safe. The Blender Blades are out.
Hold on, it's not over. It is not over, bro. STMN just gets out.
And
Wait, but that's a hypercharge, though. Can he survive, though? No, he can't. But he still has 7. Wait, he does steal the kill.
Oh, he missed the
I honestly think that he should have gone over mid and grabbed the gems and then gotten out instead and used that super to do that.
Win as a normal game, right? Don't try to be the hero. Don't try to win it. Is a multi-final on the game right now. They get the kill. They do all. Nice, dead, ready.
It's such a close match, but Duin now has 15 gems. And
okay, so Duin has a super. Is there any possibility? Tacos with a hypercharge, maybe, but it's over.
Snowy with a huge radius of denial.
Goes after that too.
Makes it through 5 seconds to go. Juan Carlos is the last hope, but it's just no
wow,
good. North America bow down to your new rulers.
Team Electros. Jinx, you owe me a brawl pass. Bro, that was crazy. They walked them down. They walked them down so bad. What is showing from Team Electros, bro? Looks emotionless, dude. With foot cosmetics? Yeah, I don't even...
He looked so sad for Juan Carlos. I am covered in goosebumps from
Thank you, Tier. How are you? How are you?
What were those two photo finishes?
Let's go, Electros. That's crazy, bro.
Gem grab games.
You get paid to show this now.
Seconds of both of
this is just the stream for the day.
Clip and show again.
Yeah, my man's cracked. They're cracked. They're cracked. They're cracked.
So many resets. Both teams playing out of their minds, and in the end, it's a 3 or 4 Electros.
That is nuts. Okay, so Electros wins the NA monthly finals, guys.
Ask of Team Electros, like,
is this the new powerhouse? I guess. I guess it's the new NA powerhouse. We'll see in the next monthly finals though if Tribe can actually like get back on their feet. They had a really rough showing this week or this month.
They run it down, but not quite with like
that Team Memon smile at all because he's cold, bro. He's just ice cold.
The Ollie hypercharge that we are accustomed to from last
W Electros.
They get it done. They heist it
no,
on the enemy side. It's like there's no tradition of Brawl Stars that can get in their way.
We're ending this month with this gem grab set. This for me is the highlight of the month. Honestly, such a back and forth. I was like sitting down, standing up again, sitting down again.
Let me see something
everywhere.
real
It's
quick.
crazy. When Carlos and Memon with the most kills. What does that tell us?
We have a star drop to collect on both accounts.
Obviously, in this last map.
And some other things real quick. Hold on. Before we end stream, y'all, we are going to open some stuff. We get that for free, but we also get all of this stuff. Like, I don't know what this stuff is. Oh, we get these. That's pretty cool.
Rare.
Ivano, thank you for the follow. Calisbonia, what does that mean? What does that mean? Let's see if we can get anything good real quick before we end stream here. Legendary star drop on the main, and we'll get one on the mini. I want 1,000 credits out of this. Ivano, thank you for the follow. 1,000 credits would be super, super nice. North America is Canada as well? Yes. That is in North America. Thank you so much, Mark Speen. Bang, 1,000 credits. 1,000 coins. That is not what I wanted, and get that out of my face. Okay, also, I should probably buy some of these. So, 19 gems per one of these. What's the best? I feel like the pins are the best. I would want to get a... I don't care about humbles. Maybe foots. SK, Zeta, dude. Oh, I want all of them. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. For sure. And maybe SK. Maybe Totem. I don't know. Foot, bought. Zeta, bought. Tribe, bought. I'll figure out if I want to buy another one soon. Alright. Wait, what else was free over there? It said I had something for free. Totem? You're right. I should buy totems. What is for free is the offer? It's scamming me. Sure. We'll buy the totems. Oh, 2,000 blink. Bang. 2,000 blink, 2,000 blink. What is that for? Wasn't I supposed to get gems? Swear I was supposed to get gems. That's a scam. Okay, legendary star drop over here. 2,000 bling. And then also a Jock Stew. Nice. Sorry, Tweedo. Beautiful Jock Stew. We'll take that.
Safety last.
Awesome sauce. Sorry, Tweedo. Legendary star drop. And maybe we can get a new brawler or something cracked on the mini count. We need a hypercharge. We need a hypercharge for our brawlers. Hypercharge for our brawlers. For the Jock Stew skin. With the 2,000 bling. Oh, I see. I see. That 2,000 bling for the Jock Stew skin. But I got 2,000 bling and a Jock Stew skin on this. So what was the other skin? PowerPoints? Nah. I want 1,000. Nah, I don't want that. I don't care about credits here as much. I want progression. I want a hypercharge. Give me a hypercharge. Bang. No! All right, that's a good one, but it's okay. Whatever. We'll take it. We'll take it. All right, guys, that's going to be it for stream tonight. Where am I from? I've lived in Virginia my whole life. East Coast, United States. But my ethnicity is Chinese. Yeah, that's going to be it for stream, guys. I will catch you all tomorrow. Thank you guys for tuning in for monthly finals. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you haven't joined the Discord, join the Discord. There is tonight a, what's it called? A giveaway ending. The Brawl Pass Plus giveaway ending for the week. And we'll have a new one fresh up for next week. Yeah, if one of the mods could pin the Discord. And then I'll catch you guys tomorrow. Love you guys so much. Kisses. Mwah, 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 mwah. Peace. If you guys go to my bio, the Discord code is in there. If it doesn't work for you, just send me a DM. I'll send you a code myself. All right, I'll catch you guys. Peace. YouTube and Twitch, love you guys so much. Mwah. I'll catch you guys tomorrow.